believe you did this.
I wanted to surprise you for Christmas.
Oh, sweetie, this is the best present a mother could get. I love you so much, my little bitty Barty.
Mom!
Since I got my present early, I think you should get yours early, too. Now, I know you love video games, and I asked the clerk which is the one every boy wants. You got me!
It's the TalkRadar Christmas special.
Oh, hi! I didn't see you come in. It's the fabulous TalkRadar Christmas special. Nothing? No one?
What?
Oh, yeah, because we're not actually going to talk about a top 7 or anything, but we're just going to introduce a couple of stupid bits for you guys. What do you think the first one is we should introduce?
Well, should we explain maybe perhaps why this is not a regular podcast this week?
Well, obviously we're not here.
Yes.
We are long gone. I'm in Florida.
Yes, you're in Florida. I am in Illinois.
I'm in Washington.
I'm in Washington, too.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am. Prove it.
So this week we're as we just said, we're all gone, we're all out, and we don't really think. We went ahead and looked at the other iTunes podcasts, and a lot of people don't seem to update this week anyway. And as we mentioned in the last podcast,
bullshit.
As we mentioned like a couple podcasts ago, I think in 31. The fact that the games industry kind of shuts down for most of December. The end, there's a full week and a half where there are no updates whatsoever. But we do. And as you'll hear now, we are updating our podcast. So what we're going to do, we need to kind of make it quick for us. So we're just recording these intro segments to some of our favorite bits of TDAR history.
Who could forget the time?
Way back in TalkRadar.
When we had Captain Dan Emmerich on to talk about the cheesiest game songs.
It was only...
No, but after that, I think... What do you think? The taste test?
Yeah, I really like the Mountain Dew taste test. I was out, I had bought some Mountain Dew with my parents because they came to visit, and it was like 3 new flavors of Mountain Dew, and I thought that...
Supernova, I believe.
Yeah, Supernova in your mouth, and then... I don't know, just... We all had things right off the top. Just everybody...
We're gonna bookend this special appearance with taste test, and the next one was Cristal because Michael somehow stole a bottle of Cristal from an actual Godfather.
Somehow stole it from the hands of a PR guy who was handing it to me as the door prize for showing up to the Godfather 2 event on a fucking yacht.
Yeah, on a yacht that took us around the bay. It was kind of ridiculous.
They gave us a $300 bottle of champagne. But booking it in there is one of my favorite segments of all time. It's cheesiest game songs because it's not. We're not just going to play the songs. It's going to be us talking. We were talking about them and playing a little piece of them, and they're all fucking terrible, and everybody's on fire.
Yeah, it was TalkRadar 20. It's one of my favorite podcasts. That segment turned out exactly how we wanted it.
Yeah.
We weren't sure how the audio was going to work, but
it's as bad as usual. But we got Dan Emmerich and Emmerich.
Yeah, we've got my favorite part of that entire segment is when at the end when you play "You Are Dead," dead. The best thing is, though, Dan Emmerich, who's listening, had accidentally hit the mute button on his microphone. And he laughs, so you hear it through someone else's mic. But he laughs as, if you listen after the You Are Dead song starts, listen for a high-pitched, and that was a podcast I edited. I laughed out loud over and over again.
All right, here we go.
It's the TalkRadar Christmas special.
Happy holidays from Lizzie at Games Radar. Don't forget to buy me presents.
And we're back, and Brett is out of the room. I think he was going to go get some surprises for us. Does anybody know what he's bringing? Oh, there he is. Come on, Brett. Hey. Hello. What's going on? Ooh, he has surprises for all of us. It's in a Target bag, and it's rattling.
Oh, man. I hope it's presents.
You joke around, but I wanted these so bad. I wanted to be part of Do you want to intro what exactly these are? The area in the city I live in does not carry these.
Okay, so I was at Target over the weekend looking for regular Mountain Dew, because at Gamer, that's all I can drink, apparently. So they've apparently introduced 3 new flavors of Mountain Dew, all of which have some kind of berry bullshit involved with them. And I thought, well, all right, let's try this new Mountain Dew called Supernova with a blast of strawberry melon flavor and ginseng. And it tastes like shit. So I just want everybody to take a drink and tell me what you think, because I know exactly what I think it tastes like. Oh, yours has got a kick to it already.
Oh, my goodness. Ooh, it's purple.
Oh, that's not good.
Oh, it's sort of like flat Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
I was thinking more like it tastes like cough syrup and medicine.
A little bit like if you watered the hell out of cough syrup and maybe added some
Foley
sugar.
effects.
I feel like a corpse just licked my tongue.
I think that's the quote right there.
It's like an Otter Pop afterbirth.
It's like a mummy vomited grapes in my mouth.
Oh, this is the Mike Huckabee of the democracy.
Oh my god. Otter Pop Afterbirth is a great band.
Gosh, I love soda. Thank you,
I'm
Brett.
still going.
Yeah, thank
Yeah,
you.
thanks, man.
Don't enjoy it.
Nice of you.
This is Henry Gilbert saying happy holidays and come all ye faithful, joyful and triumphant.
Hello, that song.
Somehow you had gone through life having never heard that song.
I have never heard that song, and I know it's Lords of Acid.
It's the Immortals is the actual.
I know, but
the
Immortals.
Would you like a copy of the album?
Yeah, I would love a copy of the album.
I bought one for my 15th birthday.
A legitimate, official copyright.
I have the disc. No, there's a CD called Mortal Kombat: The Album by the Immortals that is, I think, 10 tracks. 8 of which are named for all of the fighters and about the fighters. So there's
I believe that track is called Chinese Ninja Warrior.
I know, but it's about Sub-Zero.
It is.
And all of the other songs name the fighters. Like Raiden's song is fucking great. Superman with Eternal Life. He's tall. That's because he flies. He ain't got no eyes.
I heard.
We all know he's not afraid because Raiden cannot die.
Because Raiden cannot die. He's the Electric Warrior.
Okay.
Let's
get into Kano's
Fighter,
song.
Stranger in disguise,
Eternal Life. There we go.
Kano's song? No love. Well, fine.
Kano's really good.
I love Kano's
Yeah,
song.
you guys had told me, but I actually never heard it.
Oh,
but
it's great. Anyway,
if there's ever been a perfect time, Elson just put up an article. What's the headline?
cheesiest video game songs ever. I've been wanting to do this for like years.
I've been wanting to do this on the podcast forever.
So we're gonna try to play these and talk over them. But
I basically want to hear go to Elson's article if you want to hear the entire thing. But we're just gonna play like little snippets of them because I think they're fucking hysterical. They're really bad. And I was reading the comments on the article. This one's really great by Dr. Professor, which is a great fucking name already. The breakdown in Clay Fighter made me choke on a pizza flavored combo. Dr. Professor, keep listening to the end of this podcast. I got some good news for you, dear.
The first thing on the list I think I'd like to do first is I don't know. Do you want to start with a specific one, or do you want me to go down the list?
I think there's Castlevania.
All right. Well, the first one is from Symphony of the Night, Castlevania, PlayStation 1. You beat the game. Otherwise, amazing soundtrack.
I know, because I don't remember hearing this song.
It's only in the credits. It's called "I Am the Wind," and it sounds like Celine Dion Whisperfest is what I described. And it's just like doctor's office, fucking. I'm reading a National Geographic, waiting to get my teeth drilled, kind of song.
Back in atrocious.
Back in atrocious.
Back in atrocious. I'm trying to watch my language.
Right.
Who wants to hear the jam?
We all
Right here, do it.
All right.
Already.
Oh, baby, little Dennis music.
The best in me is all I have to give.
It's all music.
And this came out when I didn't get to go to prom.
And Shane pointed out to me super fast, he had confused it with this song. But Michael just looked disgusted over Mariah Carey.
Boys, 2 men.
Boys, 2 men.
All right, well...
It's just confusing because there's like 5.
Yeah.
And one guy who just talks really deep and apologizes.
There's 4 now, and they perform at like county fairs.
They do?
Yeah.
They're
They-
boys turning into men.
Always in that process.
How come there was that one guy was clearly in? All he did was apologize at like the third half of the song.
I'm sorry.
Baby, I'm sorry. If we could just go back in time.
Not this time.
Listen to these words. I'll treat you better.
This one was your fault.
What else you got on Cheesiest?
Yes.
So that one's like really fucking bad. The next one I actually love because it's what inspired me to do the whole article is from the Amazing Spider-Man. It's a song called Swing Time, and when you think of Spider-Man, you don't think like shredding guitar, but apparently the Sega CD version, which I played to death, had Eric Martin of Mr. Big, who I'm sure Dan is intimately familiar with. Mr. Big.
Yes, Eric Martin, lead singer of Mr. Big with Paul Gilbert and Billy Sheehan.
Yes.
Very big hit with To Be With You in the early 90s.
To be
Yeah.
To be.
Just saying,
Eric
I can
Martin,
perform with you guys if you
singer
need me.
for hire.
But now check this one out. Which my favorite lyric is it's about Spider-Man stung by a force to protect the common man.
With that, hold on, we'll go into it.
Yeah. That's the Kingpin laughing.
It sounds like he's being backed up by a 32X.
And it's not properly tuned.
Hanging tough just enough.
Eric Martin is a fine example of somebody with a lot of talent, but not a lot of taste. I mean,
He
it's like,
it out.
oh yeah, he can do it, but again, it comes down to the material. Spinal Tap, same kind of thing. Oh, it's not that they were a lousy band; it's that they were a good band that had no taste, and that's what I'm hearing on Eric Martin's vocal there.
Can you skip to the end with the shredding guitar?
Yeah, let me try, alright?
Alright. Alright, that's fine, that's fine. Just know that at the end of the song, the guitarist fucking says, "Fuck! I gotta break loose!" Woo! And he just goes nuts. And
Let me see if I can find it.
big finish.
Yeah.
Alright.
Like you gotta
All
throw
right,
up.
and that is Spider-Man. The next one is another one that I can't fucking help but love. That's not it. That's the same song.
Yeah.
F-Zero GX, which some people love that soundtrack, like me, and others like Christian Nutt from Gama Sutra calls it noise. It's a very eclectic mix of like techno, hard rock, like folk music, indie stuff. Like it's just huge, like 80 tracks or some shit. It's a lot.
I remember I had to do an article on an F-Zero character, Jodie Summers, and the most information we could infer about her was from the soundtrack.
Yeah.
She's beautiful, racing for the father.
Yeah. and each of the like 40-something drivers in F-Zero GX all have their own theme song.
Yeah.
And Captain Falcon's is the best / worst / best again. Because the lyrics, which I said in the article, but it really does, the lyrics are somewhere in between inspirational power ballad and creepy stalker. Because it's just like, when I think of him, I see no fear.
Let's do it after we hear the song.
All right. Oh!
Because I love the beginning. I almost thought this wasn't cheesy enough.
Best!
You
got to
be the best.
But
It's just like, go and be the best you ever can, and I'll be behind you in the corner, but not really. I'm gonna help. I'll be over here. And then
I'll be photographing you while you're asleep from across the street.
all right, here we go. Here's the actual.
Okay. What were the lyrics you wanted to bring up, dear?
From that song?
Yeah.
Just that whole song is fucking cheesy as hell.
Did you add the lyrics at the end of the article?
Yeah, at the end of the article, there's lyrics of every song in here, and then you can actually see them written out, like the mania they had to be suffering from. That is like, even I can see the power. When I think of him, I see no fear. Better believe he knows the way. It's like it's a song about God, I swear. And they're just like, well, what if it's just about Captain Falcon?
Close enough.
The next one,
he drives with a mask.
Captain Falcon's better than God.
Oh,
who
what?
would win in a race, Captain Falcon or God?
Maybe it's a song by Captain Falcon about God, and
God.
he's a devout Jesus freak.
All right,
races.
Racing for Jesus. Next one is Clay Fighter, which is barely a song, but I wanted to put it here. I had to put it in here because back in the early '90s, if a game spoke at all, it was like, everybody come over.
Oh my God, the game talked to me.
There's voices in the game. Joe Montana Sports Talk Football.
12 stars out of 10.
Yeah.
Like having Joe Montana murdered and stuffed in my Genesis.
With a seance, we crammed him in this plastic shell.
Every Madden.
Boom! He's on back. What he's going to try and do is throw the ball. Thank you. You're a genius.
Throw it to a guy who's going to catch the ball.
Another million? Can someone get John Madden another million?
Boom. So
I
Clay Fighter,
describe what your eyes see. That's my
the song
job.
about Clay Fighter is just them screaming Clay Fighter and hit 'em, smack 'em, they don't care, pretty much.
I know, because I remember this had a lot of... I was very excited. The song even starts off with a lot of the sound effects throughout the game.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, they're apologizing.
Oh. You dared.
It's like a jingle for a bad toy commercial.
That's the thing. The song sounds like 80 musicians fighting to go on at once. That may be just our copy.
Oh yeah!
Somebody's going nuts with their guitar.
Wait, I want to get to the girls' vocal breakdown. Here we go. Yeah.
Next.
Dan said he had a story about Clay Fighter.
I have a fantastic story that is going to tie a lot of different things together, and it's the kind of stupid crap that only I would bother to know. But
I love it.
Okay, so that was by Interplay, right?
Yes, it was.
A lot of the music for the Interplay games for a good 10 years was by a guy named Ronald Valdez.
Okay.
And he is infamous for one song that didn't make your thing, which was from Virtual Pool. You've probably never heard it, but it's a pool game, so he wrote some songs about billiards, and one was called Black Ball. And the whole thing is just an ode to the 8-ball. And it's just horrible. But here's the interesting part. Clay Fighter 63 and a third, right?
Right.
The N64 version of the game was actually, the music there was done by a handful of guys who were known for doing stop-motion animation and stuff. They were doing the audio for Bump in the Night. Remember Bump in the Night, the old ABC cartoon? Nobody remembers this shit? This was a little green, like, claymation dude, and he showed up and he
was green.
he was green. Way to go.
Yeah.
Okay, point is, the company that did the sounds and everything for Clay Fighter 63 and a third was Wave Group. And Wave Group, no, but there's still no...
You've almost
Go
on.
I figured somebody would go, oh, really, at that point. No.
Wave Group.
Oh, that made it worthwhile. Wave Group eventually was hired to create all the music for Guitar Hero.
Oh, really?
And Guitar Hero 2, and all of the songs in Rock Band that were covers, and all the so Wave Group was instrumental.
Get out.
But it all started with crappy Clay Fighter songs.
Yeah, and they steered clear to Guitar Hero 3. That was really smart of them.
They actually did some stuff for Guitar Hero 3. That was my dumb story, which was very anticlimactic because nobody was with me until they said Guitar Hero.
Right.
We play.
I have a small Clay Fighter, which is much smaller than that. Is when that came out, we used to just crank it because it was like, listen, it sounds so neat. There's voices in this game. And I was spending the night at a friend's house, And it was one of those houses where if something was too loud, the sound would carry through the air vents, and like they would hear it somewhere else in the house. And if you put your ear up to the vent, his dad comes in the room and is like, "What the hell is that? I'm trying to watch the news, and all of a sudden I hear Clay Fighter, Clay Fighter." He starts yelling it at us and like threatening us with our own game.
Did you crank it up and blow him out of the room or something like that?
What?
Did it hold up a copy of the box when he asked?
Dad, it's Clay Fighter. All right, enough about fucking Clay Fighter.
Okay,
Please,
Christ.
The next song.
I want more songs.
The next song is another Sega CD RPG Lunar, the Silver Star, which, again, at the time there wasn't that much voice in games at all. And this was a Sega CD, so they would just, much like they did with Swing Time and Spider-Man, they just threw a very gratuitous, I don't know, you're American, right? You can sing an English song. And,
have you ever been in love? Hired.
And the song, like, it's so goofy. It's so earnestly wants to be important. But it sounds like Stan Lee wrote it in the 60s, where it's like the phrasing is like, no one talks like that.
Wait, let me hear,
it's like every J-pop song I hear.
It is.
Let me hear this. Need to go forward a little bit.
Yeah. And meanwhile, picture really stiff, unanimated images. Because they couldn't actually fit animation on the disc. Oh, yeah.
What?
Wait, two hearts colliding
There are
into one
two hearts
great
colliding
hymn?
into one with him. Why is that so hard?
One
to
great hymn.
Is that like him, Hymn?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Big crashing. Crash. There's a guitar solo in the middle. It's pretty ripping. Oh, here it is. Big chorus. Yeah. Want to play a really slow RPG?
Take a breath, darling.
Go.
All right.
Oh, you're just getting into the best part.
All right, here we go. What was that?
Record scratch.
That was not a record scratch.
That
It
was
sounded
a
like somebody.
hip-hop breakdown,
It
yo.
sounded like a topsider on a basketball floor.
All right.
Enough of that bullshit.
All right. Next is one I wish Charlie were here to defend it, because it's more Symphony of the Night bullshit. King's Quest VI, of which no one in here probably played. No, Michael did.
Yes, I did.
Girl in the Tower, which is really bad.
It's really bad. Hold on. Let me kick it real quick.
You seem so
He got two syllables out, and you just lied.
The thing is, in the sleeve for the soundtrack, because Michael has the soundtrack for some reason.
Because I bought it. Because I was I can't even remember what the fuck their magazine was. Sierra had like this interaction magazine or something that would like every time you registered a game, they'd give you a free 6-month subscription, and I had like a dozen games or something. So
you have a 36-year subscription.
Yeah, my free subscription lasted longer than that magazine did.
But yeah, it's
sounds like Dance with My Father by Vandross.
That's from a rose on a grave.
So yeah, inside the soundtrack sleeve, it's like they have like this whole like background of the song. Like, well, we really wanted a top 40 style ballad to be in this game. They did, and this is actually semi-infamous. They actually in the CD sleeve asked everyone, please call your nearest radio station and ask them to play this song. And they got in trouble for that because they're all that bullshit. It's a fucking terrible song. Oh, the duet begins.
And
wait. Wait. All right.
Speaking of duets.
All right.
I just want to say they were like so fucking proud of that song too.
They were.
They talked about it for months in that magazine, and just like, oh, this is so cool. Oh, it's the power of CD-ROM. Oh man, I think this really completes our game.
They weren't as proud as the next song, Rising Zan.
Oh, you're gonna do Rising
This
Zan.
was awesome.
They actually had the balls in the opening scene to actually throw up a screen that says Johnny No More, lyrics by, music by. Like, they were proud of it. They wanted you to know right away.
Who the fuck gets a lyrics by credit? That's not fair. You wrote the song and you didn't. Let's hear it. Oh! That starts out pretty kicking. It sounds like a Christian rock song. You start about singing, I met Satan one night in a dark alley.
There wouldn't be an enemy that he could not put down with a gun.
Want to the chorus, don't you?
No, this part's good too.
Johnny met his match and turned his world around. He changed his name and learned the Shogun way, a land of the rising sun.
Like, I don't know how to end a sentence.
Samurai gun!
Gunman! No!
Do you know the song?
I do know this song. We used to bellow it when I was at a previous game publication when it came out.
Oh, really?
We could not believe it. We were just like, what the hell? And it would be a quiet day at work, and everybody would be just work, and somebody would go, Sam!
Did they also go around the office?
Johnny No More!
Tell me a story about Rising Zandan.
That was it.
Damn it! All right, the next one.
That's the henchman I just mentioned is probably one of the standout parts. There's a guy who just speaks in the same syllable over and over again. I think because he's supposed to be foreign or something, but it like the subtitles show up on the screen and the main character's talking normally, but he's just like what.
All right, the next two are actually the fucking worst on the article. Freaky Flyers. Freaky Flyers.
God damn it! This sounds improvised.
It sounds like they did not know what to fucking do. Like they called a guy. I wrote a jingle. Like they kidnapped him. It's like I wrote a jingle for Crest in the '70s.
Like
what?
This one, I had heard most of them already, and I heard this one, and I just started laughing at a little higher pitch. It's appropriate in an afternoon in the office. Here it go.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's meet our main contestant for this level. He's a brilliant inventor with a love for
even the lyrics are terrible.
Please put your hands together for the one and only Professor Gutentag and his sidekicks Ven 209. Gonna have some fun with a loaded gun. And girls away, torpedo run, shoot the flying monkeys.
It sounds like what would happen if you gave Prince a Muppet Babies keyboard. It sounds so like Batman.
I thought it sounded more like if somebody listened to Weird Al and went, "Oh my God, we must build our society around this."
Brilliant! Could you write our national anthem? We'll call ourselves Freaky Flyers.
All right.
Oh my God, that's horrible.
All right, did you get the?
Speaking of which, I just love. We all saw a double feature of Batman and Batman Returns.
Yeah.
And during Batman, like this, like I haven't seen it in so fucking long. Scene came out. It's Jack Nicholson on a throne on top of a floating cake with a balloon full of gas, dancing and throwing cash.
Yeah.
What's your description?
To a Prince song. Yeah, there are 3 Prince songs in that movie.
And Brett was like, he said, I paused for a second and had to realize that just happened.
Yeah, like
the scene was filmed intentionally.
For somehow they got Jack Nicholson with makeup on a giant cake with fake money playing a Prince song in a Batman movie. It's like too many variables. Like wait.
Yes, it really is like the universe aligned.
All right,
and then we get our next song.
The next one on the list is Fugitive Hunter, which is another one that I had never heard because I don't play shitty games like this.
I've heard of it. Like it's always listed as.
It's a game that its biggest point is you get to knee Osama bin Laden in the nuts into a helicopter. I was watching the trailers for it. The guy actually like jumping knees Osama bin Laden into a passing helicopter, and that's the game.
Hold on, let me hear it. You know what I love about that is that they paid him to use his likeness.
Yeah. What's he gonna do? He'd have to show up in court.
I have wondered that. Like, do Hitler's family get money every time he appears in a game?
Did Hitler have family?
For his troops. Yeah, I love. What did they change their name to?
Well, Hitler wasn't even his real name. It was Schicklgruber.
Okay, I'm playing Fugitive
History
Hunter now.
lesson.
I'm playing Fugitive Hunter now.
Quick, before I learn something.
Stop teaching people things on TalkRadar.
Never. Wait.
But
I want to hear the fucking. Bulletproof vest. Arrest. Shots in the chest.
You know what? No one's played the game. I had this beat because one you didn't include. I thought I suggested it to you. It doesn't really count. Shaq Fu came with a CD.
Shaq Fu to Return.
Shaq Fu. No, that's the album. But this came with a special exclusive song, and it is the worst. I don't know hip hop at all. It's the worst rhyme scheme I've ever fucking heard in my life. And I guess he was too tall, and the people working in the production studio got scared and let him make his own album. I think this is hysterical. So let me try and kick it.
You wanna rumble with me, I flow like a cloud, sing like Jungle Bee. Bad boy, tell what you gon' do, what you gonna do when I come for you, nothing. Turn my head
Wow!
back to the
I really like green jujubes.
But this is our favorite because this was like, one of those songs my friends and we all listened to it and laughed, haha.
Right.
Best line, Shaq never stops selling. The boy never stops working.
Roll down the street, smoking, I don't smoke, but I'll sip on Pepsi juice.
The boy
gotta get a plug in there.
Pepsi juice. Pepsi juice.
Gross.
He kept his sponsors happy. That sounds so disgusting.
Yeah.
Pepsi juice. I don't know. We'll all be drinking in the
That's
future
like
anyway.
what comes out when you squeeze a Pepsi.
A freshly picked Pepsi.
Pepsi nectar.
I just milked my Pepsi.
So the next one is Gears of War: The Coal Train, which
I cannot believe I did not hear this.
Yeah, it's the ending credits to.
You have to beat Gears of War.
You see a theme.
You get an achievement for listening to
that.
it.
You see the theme here? I don't sit through end credits. I go and get a sandwich. Or I'm a smoker. I have a cigarette. It's always the perfect time. It's 5 minutes.
You can't smoke and listen to an end credit sequence?
Not indoors next to my baby sister.
Oh, all right.
On weekdays. Here you go.
It's basically just clips from the game.
There's no lyrics.
Backbeat.
Yeah. Which
wait a minute. It features the worst imitation record scratching, even worse than the previous game. Let me see if I can find it.
Bring it on, sucker. This my kind of shit.
It sounds like that Fruity Pebbles commercial where Barney had the sunglasses and the turntable.
Yes.
Hey, okay.
I love the standout lyric I picked for this one was "Damn."
It was. He was half of 3 times 1 minus 1.
Ooh, girl, ooh.
Ooh, girl, ooh. What else we got on here? Do we have anything else? I wanted to play this one because I think this is the only suggestion you took from me.
Knights?
Nights.
What?
God, what a terrible.
Night Trap?
No, Night Trap is on here.
Yes.
But
I'm getting restless.
Okay, we'll hear Night Trap. And then but first, Nights, which to me sounds what it's like when pedophiles are devouring a bus full of children whole. It's this soundtrack that plays.
Like the bus or just the children on the bus?
It's the soundtrack
The bus
that
we call it the Kid Fuckers Hoagie.
This is what they would play to lure them into the bus.
In a dream I can see you're not far away.
Oh, God.
Anytime, any place.
I just see, like, this would have been in Short Circuit.
This is like a pedophile posing as a Nickelodeon cartoon.
This song is 1995. I think it was bad at the time.
Yeah, it was.
It sounds like the kind of thing that like somebody would come to your school and perform to teach you about diversity. You know, like we're all the same and everybody have respect.
Recycling's
Come
good.
on, let's bring out some puppets and teach the kids how to live their
Don't
lives.
fuck boys with AIDS.
I can't believe nobody called me on my. I made a Backstreet Boys joke in there, implying
That's because we didn't get it.
it's very clear to get.
Too long to read.
It's a paragraph. I said
BLDR.
I said it sounds like a B-side Backstreet Boys song off the first album that was okay, but not nearly as good as Millennium. If we,
not a joke. It sounds like it's from your blog.
But that's the thing. It's like after that, it's like if we ever listen to Backstreet Boys.
Yeah. Excuse me, Millennium.
That's Will Smith.
All right.
And finally, we have Night Trap.
Yeah. That's my favorite song.
Which I only included because I would be remiss in my duties if I did not include it.
And without further ado, here is Night Trap.
Party!
Hey, where'd all these girls come from?
Hey!
Hey, come sit over here.
So, for no good reason, I would just play this in the office about a few months ago. Just every other day, I'd be like, hey guys, Night Trap. And everyone hated me. But for
you sent around it was stuck in my head, and because Shane's like that kind of asshole, I'm sure you know one. I'll ask him a totally legitimate question. Hey Shane, have you seen this? And
I'm like, they're gonna find you.
And he just starts singing Night Trap in my face, and it stuck in my head.
What's really interesting isn't this if you watch this full video in the game, like you fail.
Yes.
Which is true personally of yourself, but also as in a part of the game.
You fail the game, yeah.
You also fail the game because the soldier's like, "Hey, what the fuck are you doing? You're supposed to be watching all the videos to make sure vampires don't kill these women." But you didn't. You watched the music video.
Actually, okay, one last one because Michael added this at the last minute.
Night Trap, I think this is a modern classic. I think that it is highly overlooked, and it saved my life when I was snowed in a blizzard in upstate New York. I was snowed in. All I had was a Sega CD and Night Trap. We mapped that whole fucking game.
What about Sewer Shark?
No, we did not have Sewer Shark. We only had Night Trap. I
don't think that game
ends. And you can only play columns for like 2 hours straight, and then you devolve into a subhuman and you resort to cannibalism. So I'm with you on Night Trap. We're like, I don't care if I lose. This is entertaining. It's all I've got.
Okay, Mike. Before we ended, Michael brought this up at lunch today, and we were kind of pissed that it got left off the list. But Michael Wiki Perez didn't think of it until then. I thought this was the most annoying game over sound of all time.
That's the best.
Or Metal Gear Solid, but this one, you want to give a little back? Total Distortion.
Yeah, I can't believe that I forgot about this until today, because it used to go through my head all the goddamn time since I played this game in the mid-90s. But yeah, Total Distortion was this game that came out around the early days of CD-ROM when everyone was all like high on this idea of multimedia is going to change the future and we're all going to buy 3DOs.
People want to play games the size of a postage stamp in grainy video.
Exactly. So, yeah, this was a game basically built around postage stamp-sized grainy video where you go around and you explore a 3D rock dimension and you fight guitar warriors and you collect video clips to put to music and create your own videos.
This is the game over music.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's 2.5 minutes long. I'm not going to play the whole thing, but I am going to torture you guys a little bit, so listen up, T-Dards.
You are dead, dead, dead. You are dead, dead.
Thought you were hot. Guess what? You're not.
You are dead.
Brought your whole adventure to a screeching halt.
You are dead, dead, dead.
Your heart has stopped and your brain is cold.
Six Flags Haunted House music.
Now your body is
They Mighty Giants do this? Jesus Christ.
Wait a minute, that's not cool.
They do shit like this, though. I love them, but I mean, they do.
Oh, dude.
You made my entire week with that, Michael. Thank you.
Hi, this is Tyler Nagata, the PC editor for Games Radar, and I hate Christmas, but happy holidays anyway from Games Radar.
You're a monster, Mr. Grinch.
What do you know about that? Merry Christmas! Well, Merry Christmas! Merry!
It's the TalkRadar Christmas special.
But what we did, the best thing we took away from the Godfather demo was the
$200 bottle of Cristal.
Yes, they gave us a
thereby
$200.
ensuring positive coverage of the game from here on out.
Yes, this is one of those weird things where EA does this a lot, but I've also been to expensive things for Capcom, and all of us have been to some
They all
place.
do it.
Yeah, they all do. All the publishers do it. Where they put you up, they do something really big for all the journalists, and that's what leads people to think, oh, they're not gonna. How can they give an unbiased review because of this? Well, we just trashed the fucking
They
game.
wined and dined him and hired hot girls to talk to them.
Yeah.
Where do you hire hot girls?
Oh, there's a hot chick store down in the Mission.
Oh.
They're
having a sale, right?
There's an Easy Poon store right down there.
But yeah, like but then you feel like shit. I kind of feel bad saying, yeah, that game looked bad, but like crap. Thanks for the boat ride. Like,
It's funny because I was at EA last week, and they did the same thing by giving me great stuff, and they did buy me off. Here's what they did: they let me play an hour and a half of Dead Space, and it was good. That's how they bought me off.
See, it works sometimes.
no, see, that was gameplay for a concept that works immediately, and they didn't buy a license. They could have easily done an EA thing and been like, we have a working, functional horror game. Let's just call it Alien, the game.
Well, they did crib from like 100 things, so
I don't want to put crib back in a
it's
vernacular.
the officially licensed horror.
I'm just glad they didn't buy a license for that, because this Godfather game seems like a totally functional, good game.
Yeah, exactly.
Without the Godfather.
Anyway, but they did give us a bottle of Cristal, y'all. That's not an appropriate sound. Hold on, I need to find some rap music. Anyway, let's crack open the champagne, shall we?
Yes, we are going to drink this shit on the air out of paper fucking cups.
It's the last time we did
nothing but the best here at Games Radar.
We're all going to have our own personal sideways moments. Does
And
anybody
we-
want to cry in a bucket of chicken as well, too?
We had to pay for those paper cups ourselves. Those come out of our salary.
That's true. Yeah. That's like a month's salary right there for me. So this is going to be most of the nutrients I get today.
He's back.
Right.
Whoa!
Shit!
Oh, that's
the camera.
Holy shit!
We'll be right back.
Big money!
I'm just getting my hood on. I'm just doing my thing. I'm just doing my thing.
Hi, we're back after a minor
technical difficulty.
A kerfuffle, if you will. So yeah, basically, I learned a very interesting lesson that when you open a bottle of Cristal, you keep your fucking thumb over the cork until you are ready to open it, because if you just let it sit there, it will burst open and splash fucking $200 champagne all over the table, the computer, the camera, and whatever else is nearby. Oh, pants.
I thought
Heed this lesson, all you youngsters out there.
Who are drinking bottles of Cristal.
From the music videos I watched, I thought that was pretty pimp.
Yeah, there's supposed to be a naked woman here.
Michael
supposed to
opened up champagne with no regard to his computer.
Shane was supposed to be shirtless and waiting for him.
I could see in fisheye lens all of a sudden. It was insane.
I was draped in 240 carats of white gold. I don't know how it happened. It's gone now. However, we were able to salvage some of it.
We were able to. In case we haven't let you know already, we're not the kind of people who've ever tasted Cristal before.
No,
Yes.
really.
Lager beer.
We're going to taste it out of paper cups.
It smells like a shoe store.
Recyclable paper cups.
It smells like Easter egg diarrhea to me.
Who spiked this?
Smells like very.
It smells like a very small dog pissed on like a bucket of popcorn.
All right.
Buttered popcorn.
What's the difference if a large dog had done it? Would it just be muskier?
Because the other piss was cuter.
So what are we tasting this to see?
Now, what does it taste like? I suppose.
Yes.
Let's all take a sip of our fancy.
Here you go.
Cheers, everyone.
Oh dear.
Wait a minute. This isn't worth $200.
It's like
It's not like any champagne I've ever tasted.
because champagne's usually good.
Really?
No, it kind of has a fruity aftertaste. It's
Yeah, it's kind of Corbelly and
It's like that
Bartles
fruity.
and James.
It's like that fruity garbage aftertaste, like when you smell a dumpster.
I want to say it's smooth, but it's really not. I mean,
Don't say that. And that's a lie.
I don't want to offend the Cristal people, but I've tasted better monkey piss.
But no, we should. They should prove to us that they have better stuff by sending us some more bottles.
Hold on, I'm going to have to put my own face into my crotch because I'm going to try and pick up this fart on a microphone.
I would drink this.
Anybody get that?
No.
A little bit. Shane's giving me a little bit.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, holy Christ!
So what's better?
It's a little pungent, right?
Oh, wow.
How about that?
Shane, what's better, the Cristal or Chris's part?
What's the
I don't know.
difference?
Only from Atari. Made especially for systems from Atari. The video game that lets you help E.T. get home. Just in time for Christmas. Happy holidays from Atari.
Well, on the first day of Christmas, Buddy gave to me a bag of shrooms and some LSD. We snuck into the park to steal some Christmas trees, but the cops pulled up and that's nice to live. We're all fucked up with Smirnoff eggnog. We crunch your candy canes and rev up all the chainsaws. You give us 30 and we'll tie it up and know what your cost. We'll take it 30 and spend it on pot. We're not too bad, we flunk all of our classes. Getting fights, getting drunk, we're back kids. The dad's calls bastard, mom's always plastered. We're the close sing to suburban gangsters. A cold air's what we breathe. Our beds have no sleeves. It's hard to haul trees. It's 0 degrees. We smell like evergreen. All I want for Christmas is my 2 front teeth and some mistletoe all up in his piece. Maybe a girl that's free of disease. And while I'm thinking, throw in a couple of G's, yeah. I want my snowman the treads to be fixed. I want a hoe who doesn't mind my snowsuit doesn't fit. I'm just a hayseed, selling trees to grape trees. Know your daddy hates me, it's driving you crazy. Even though my nose is running, get the honeys cause of money. But I never get late, can't find my way in too long on these I don't drip, just dip, listen the country with my piss. I rock my name because I think it's funny. I'm so into this deciduous lifestyle. You see a dead tree and I see a cash cow. I never bargain and I never back down. Put your backseat down and I'll take you out to Tree Town. Your daughter's giving me the eye, so I am giving her a ride. I'll put up the tree myself and put up all the lights, as long as I get all up in her inside. All I want for Christmas is my 2 front teeth and some mistletoe all up in his piece. Maybe a girl that's free of disease. And while I'm thinking, throw in a couple of G's, yeah. I want my snowman the treads to be fixed. I want a hoe who doesn't mind my snowsuit doesn't fit. I'm just a hayseed, selling trees to grape trees. Know your daddy hates me, it's driving you crazy.
Oh, that was nice, wasn't it? Oh, it's Christmas and I'm not drunk. 2 false truths. Yeah, the next thing we wanted to go into was, does Games Radar objectify women? Michael's article set to find out. And it turns out we do. Hey, whatever.
Hey, how about that?
Yeah. That was like right around the time we were getting a lot of shit for a certain article we wrote.
There was like 2 articles in a row or something. It just there was the what was the one about?
There was the Are Girls Better
versus
Than Games?
Games.
Are Girls Better Than Games? Girls versus Games article.
And Games won.
And Games won, and it's like, oh, you're devaluing. Yes, it's completely serious. You got us.
We had to give a female writer an outlet because she wanted to respond.
Yeah, we gave
fine. Go ahead.
And then there was a Guys versus Games, and guess what? No one read.
There you go.
Like we presented the other side that all you people asked for, and no one cared. So
this is also the first and last appearance of the fucking Navi button I terrorized Mikkel with.
Mm-hmm. While I was talking.
While he was talking.
But
it wouldn't have worked any other way.
It worked exactly as needed. Navi from Ocarina of Time being an annoying bitch. Hey, listen! Pay attention to me!
And after that, I'm going to play a little bit because I tend to break out in a bonsoir and no one knows who he is. But it's a couple second segment where it's just the stupid Randy Savage's character from Spider-Man is named Bonesaw, which we turned into Bonsoir, the French for fuck your Yankee blue jeans or something like that.
Yeah,
and just a wrestler screaming in French, which I couldn't really do. But
it's a thing that gets all you need is to learn one new French word, and
yes, and then I can do it again.
It becomes funny.
Sacre blue! Chicken cordon bleu, Wills!
I just love that he would be announcing things to his opponent.
Cordon bleu! The color runs, motherfucker!
It gets him every time. There's no way I can't do it because it always makes him laugh. But another character...
I'll be caught next time!
Another character we can't seem to people really like is the Duke Lombardi, which you never really explained where that came from.
Well, now we're going to dispel the myths.
Oh goodness, it'll be in here too. It was just we were reading like Doug Lombardi's press releases from Valve, and they're always very articulate. But the guy's name is Doug Lombardi. He should sound like a beer swilling, kielbasa choking, fat body. And I was in the car like yelling at Brett and Michael until they were crying. Hey, oh my God, the fucking Steve! You guys need to write about this. And one of you guys said like he sounds like if a ham could sweat.
Yeah.
And then the next day, Michael's like, I wrote this Animal Crossing review for Doug Lombardi. And the first one Michael wrote under the pretenses that we'd read it as the Doug Lombardi from Valve. And at the very, very last minute, we said like, whatever trouble we can get in, fuck it. He's going to be Duke Lombardi.
Yeah. His brother.
Which was only mentioned once. So yeah, that's the stupid character. And in my opinion, whoever does the voice has never done it better than that first time. Everything else is the person who does the voice is just really nervous and drunk and can't do it correctly. So enjoy.
Dream delight. I found someone who really cares.
Hey everybody, this is Charlie. The 360 editor at Games Radar have a very happy non-denominational holiday, whichever one you choose. Just make it a good one.
Right now there's an ad on our site. I didn't know there's a Mummy game coming out based on...
Yeah, that kind of snuck up on all of us. I didn't know about it until I saw that ad earlier today. And I'm like, there's been like nothing about that. No fanfare whatsoever.
I've seen trailers to every movie I've seen in July for Mummy Returns. No, wait, it's Mummy Comes Back? What is it? Mummy Again?
The Jet Li
Emperor's Tomb, something.
Mummy's Boy.
Emperor's New Clothes.
Little Mummy.
Look who's Mummy now.
Dark Mummy.
It's either Mummy Forever or Mummy and Robin. Number 3 is...
No, you know what? I really don't know what that movie's called. I've seen that trailer in the last 4 movies I've seen in the theater.
E2 Mummy, Tombian.
Including...
just one more.
Wait, that's what it is. It was Dial M for Mummy. Alright.
Tomb of the Dragon Emperor. That's the name of that fucking movie.
Dragon Emperor.
Is that really what it is?
Yeah. They asked George Lucas, what should we call this movie? Kingdom Crystal! Jungle Crystal!
What's the first thing that comes to your head? That's probably what you should name it. Like, don't even give it a second thought.
These all just blah, 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 blah. And they're like, yes, brilliant, we'll call it Tomb of the Dragon Emperor.
Why don't you just call it Revenge of the Danger? That's
Danger
great,
of the
Lucas.
problem. Backstroke of the West.
Okay,
So,
what do we got next?
Number 3 is Catalina from GTA 3 and San Andreas.
Oh, what a whore.
That picture is great.
Everyone hates Catalina.
That picture of her with...
She looks like the Joker.
God damn. She doesn't look like the Joker. She looks like the ones in the 1989 Batman, where Jack Nicholson poisons those people. That's what she looks like. Love that Joker.
This website needs an enema.
We're gonna move on.
Catalina is she's abrasive. I mean, when she showed up in GTA San Andreas, it's like within 5 minutes, it was like I'd just been dragged through an ocean of sand and glass, and just hated every second I had to spend with that woman.
It is worth noting also the topic that this is not misogynistic at all. Promise is that another reason we hate all these is that they're just poor example. Like for every one of these, there's an example of a strong female character.
Yeah.
But that it's like not only are they just aggravatingly annoying, they're also some kind of woman stereotype of being weak and helpless, really pushy with their chest tits. I don't know.
Well, those who actually read the article instead of just the headline will see that, we set it up. We're not saying we hate women in video games. We hate women who always follow us around and get on our case and tell us not to drink in front of our friends.
I play video games to escape from all of that.
No, I actually say right in the first paragraph that, we really respect and admire female characters in video games when they're done right.
Don't speak for me. Go ahead,
we think that with the tough, capable characters who are female are something that the industry could use more of, but then we get these instead. And to be fair, going back to the discussion of Catalina here, she is very tough and very capable. She's written to be irritating, although there's really nothing sexist about the way she's portrayed, other than she's a genuinely horrible person.
And a lot of these too aren't just poor characters, but poor gameplay, artificial intelligence, or mechanics that a woman was attributed to.
Yeah.
So we're like, oh, this just sucks.
I'm actually not sure what number 2 on the list. I've never played this game. Assassin's Creed Beggar Lady. I don't know anything about.
Yeah, she's
other than
just
asking for handouts.
Okay.
I mean,
it's everything you do calls attention to you in that game, and there's one particular woman who. It's been a while, but you want to explain, Michael?
Well, how do you not have attention constantly drawn to you when you're head to toe in stark white?
Because everybody looks like that.
For the same reason
do not. It's all brown.
For the same reason that nobody notices all the fucking lights on Sam Fisher when he's hiding in the shadows.
Those are light dampening lights.
Oh, I
Light
see.
dampening lights.
So anyway, to explain this thing, there are 2 characters in Assassin's Creed that are irritating as shit. One of them is this leper guy who stands around with his arms folded, and then when you get close to him, he comes up and just starts shoving you.
Yes.
And the other one is this beggar woman who will not leave you alone. She just runs up in front of you, starts whining constantly. It's like, no, you don't understand. I have nothing. And if you turn away, she will run around and stand in front of you again. And she's just impossible. And if you're trying to keep a low profile, guards will notice that.
Because Assassin's Creed gave you a shove button to get through crowds. If you use it on her, not a guy, but if you use it on her, it will attract attention. You will end up fighting.
Everyone will get pissed at you.
Yes.
Lame.
And I can't steal things. That makes me sad. Are we at number 1?
We are at number one.
Look, I'm going to try something out. Hold on. Something out instead of a drum roll. Number 1, Michael, is...
Navi!
Hey! I've been waiting all day. Go, Navi.
Why Navi? Because that, actually. He never fucks up. I think
What could be so important it would necessitate 50 watts?
All right. Everybody to Michael. And this is really important. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, Navi is from The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. That's where she was introduced. She's been around in various forms and other names.
What?
She was less irritating.
Okay.
But Ocarina of Time. She's useful at first. But we
all right, that was the last one.
Difficult to concentrate.
All right. I'm seriously ready to.
Just jam on that button a whole bunch of times. Do it.
This is fun.
Yes.
I shouldn't have to explain this because
no. I'm done.
Yeah, step away.
Hand is away.
Back up.
Hand is away.
I think we've really made the point here.
Yeah. Also,
irritating shit.
But hold on. What if people weren't ing?
No laugh.
No, that didn't work that time.
You ruined it.
Yeah.
Jokes over.
All right. Well, we're gonna. Oh, Fight of the Navi.
Okay, buddy.
Hold on. Let me get a couple of these out. Okay, we're gonna go into break. When we get back, we are gonna talk about console wars and some new releases this week. Right.
Some new information about the console war.
Stupid lists and good lists.
Yeah.
And a bunch of other crap. So stay tuned.
TalkRadar.
But a more alarmist name would be the Killbot Factory.
Shall we play a game?
Go to GamesRadar.com.
Alka-Seltzer brings you Hilltop House.
Catalina, it's Carl. Come on, let's go. We got banks to rob, baby.
In here, mi amor.
All right, come on, let's go.
You get your sorry ass in here right now, Carl Johnson, or I shove a fucking hand grenade up it.
All right, I'm coming. Oh my God! What in hell's name is that?
This, you fucking prick? This is a rock. I'm gonna torture your sorry ass.
Please, no.
You never write to me. You don't call. You treat me like a fucking whore. Like one of your whores.
No, baby, please. I ain't into that shit.
I'm gonna fuck you up.
Oh, baby, please, no. Ow.
Yes.
Hey.
Faster.
Ooh.
Harder.
Ow.
Give
Hey.
me. Oh, yes.
Hello, everybody. This is Eric, the old man from podcast number 8. I just wanted to wish you all a Merry Christmas, a Happy Holiday, a wonderful New Year, and be sure to come back and see us in 2009. Take care, everyone.
What sports game came out this week?
Well,
Put you in your sleep.
there's a sports entertainment game.
Sports
came out
entertainment
this week. That would be SmackDown versus Raw for every system.
Yeah, brother.
And this is interesting.
Oh, you did that really well.
Thank you, Lizzie. Thank you, little lady.
Bonesaw is ready. That's not Bones. That's my favorite wrestler, the French Bonsoir.
Bonsoir, mon ami.
Can you say snap into a Slim Jim?
What's up?
Say snap into a Slim Jim.
Snap into a Slim Jim. Mon frere. Bonsoir. Think for something of that. We'll break a baguette over your ass. Bonsoir, baby. Bonsoir.
So SmackDown.
Smash the Cheese Lounge over your back, man. God. Bonsoir.
I don't know why that's so funny to me.
Bonsoir, mon ami.
Running in the mouth.
All right.
You ran out
Could
of
have been a new
things to say.
character.
All right. Well,
We need to have Boneswar meet the Duke someday.
It's the TalkRadar Christmas special.
So what am I supposed to say? Hello, my name is Paul Ryan. I am an associate editor at Games Radar. Merry Christmas.
News radar. Okay. Another gaming news.
What is it you want me to do exactly?
Introduce what the fuck Duke Lombardi is.
Okay. In real gaming news, we have a guest joining us this week, Duke Lombardi, who may become a weekly fixture on the podcast. Is going to be reviewing E for Everyone games for us. So, Duke, you want to take it from here?
So exciting. Make his entrance.
Hello, everybody. This is Duke Lombardi. Guess what review I'm going to be doing? You guys can talk to me.
Can we?
Yeah.
Are you related?
Please engage me.
Are you related to Doug Lombardi?
He's my brother. He works over at Valve, and he makes the stem. The steam. Careful, don't burn yourself. It's too hot over there. Duke Lombardi here to review everybody's favorite game in the TalkRadar. You guys can't seem to get enough of the Animal Crossing, am I right?
That seems about accurate.
You in particular, Mr. Olston, seem to love the Animal Crossing. I don't know what the fuck that's about. All right.
What do you got for us, Duke?
Today I'm going to be taking a look at my favorite game, fucking Animal Crossing. You see, Animal Crossing is like a dual-layer DVD made of ice cream and pressed ham. It comes smothered in A1 fake sauce and served alongside the severed head of Tom Nook's mother, which then has been fried up in such a way as to continually stare into your soul and ask, why? Is that good? Animal Crossing? Everybody got it?
Yeah.
Okay. It's then left to finally age in a mass grave.
You're sweating an awful lot.
Excuse me. Dab. It is left to finally age in a mass grave until such a time as an ancient and powerful mummy is attracted to its dark aura. Then you pick apples or pull up beets. It's up to you. This is a wonderful game for children and the emotionally distraught. or like I give it 8 out of 5 heads. That's a good review, in case you don't know.
That is a good review.
I think if you saw the individual heads, they're like really nice heads.
Yeah. So, Duke, what is this about Silent Hill coming to Steam?
Silent Hill?
Yeah.
What is it? Silent Hill? I have, as a professional reviewer, I gotta say, the sound is one of the most. That's right, Michael. One of the most important things to the game is anything but silent. I said my piece.
Does Doug Lombardi actually sound like that?
Absolutely not. Maybe. Who's Doug Lombardi? He's not here right now. You're talking.
It just sounds like Dr. Girlfriend.
Dr. Girlfriend. Well, I'm fucking offended. Wish I had a zipper sound effect. Let me take this out right now. All right. That is all man, my friend. All man.
You broke your glass pants. Michael's gonna pass out.
Oh, Christ.
All right, let's send Mr. Lombardi up. All right. Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Duke.
Don't forget to clean up your pants on the way out. Somebody could step in that.
You'll need a broom and a pan.
That was unbelievably kind of him. Yeah. Okay, Duke Lombardi, everybody.
Hi, this is Dan Amrick from Official Xbox Magazine, and although Chris Antista offered me his nutsack for Christmas, I'm going to turn that down and instead give everybody else the gift of, hey, wow, it's Wii Christmas time from that hot internet band Palette Swap Ninja at PaletteSwapNinja.com.
The hunt is on, the panic's here. You can't find Wii's this time of year. Simply can't find a Wii around Christmas time. Simply can't find a Wii around Christmas time. The moon is bright, we're camping out. Get one tonight, or they'll sell out. Simply can't find a Wii around Christmas time. Simply can't find a Wii around Christmas time. The clerks at Walmart say they're gone. All gone, all gone, all gone, gone. You simply can't find a Wii around Christmas time. Simply can't find a Wii around Christmas time. I searched online, but eBay sucks. I just won't pay $500. Simply can't find a Wii around Christmas time. The clerks at GameStop sing this song. They say the Wii's are gone. All gone, 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 all gone. I'll take it off my shopping list like Santa Claus. They don't exist. Simply can't find a Wii around Christmas time. Simply can't find a Wii around Christmas time. Whoa. It's like I'm stuck. I'll wait in line till they're in stock in 2009. Simply can't find a Wii around Christmas time. Simply can't find a Wii around Christmas time. Simply can't find a Wii around Christmas time. Oh, 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 Christmas. Jingle bells, Santa smells, Christmas really stunk. I got nothing that I like, my gifts were all just junk. Boxes full of clothes, CDs no one knows. When I wanted something for my Nintendo 64, Zelda's great, Turok 2, South Park would be fine. How about Rogue Squadron? That game should be mine.
Make up for a lame Christmas. Get the hits you missed on N64.
Mom and Dad, I'm so sad.
It's the TalkRadar Christmas special.
Hey, you want to hear something ridiculous sight? You know what I found you last night? Just when Mama turned out the light. I went in the living room to see what the noise that woke up me. And I saw him by the Christmas tree. Santa Claus is a black man. Santa Claus is a black man, and he's handsome like my daddy too.
Oh, Merry, Merry. Happy Jew Christmas. I don't know if we said that.
Merry Christmas.
And Harpy Holodarg.
I am part Jewish. I can say this. Everybody's looking at me like an asshole.
I'm married to a Jew. That means I get to stare at you.
Michael's part Jew. He's part impure.
I held the canopy that made him part Jew.
That's true.
That's all it takes? Half a tent? Jesus.
Yeah.
Since it is the week of Christmas, check out Google Christ NES. Christmas.
8-bit Jesus?
8-bit. It's 8-bit. It's Christmas music as done by an NES, but they're done to the theme of.
They're very good.
They're very good.
In this spirit of several games that I felt I recognized instantly, even though if it wasn't a tune, like.
They got the style right, like Silent Night, man.
I'm playing it. I'm actually playing it under everybody's holiday greeting. So you'll be hearing them. You'll be hearing them underneath people throughout the break, but they're really good and it's free to download. But the next thing I wanted to go into, just because I had fun listening to this, it was one of my least favorite to listen to because I feel like the audio was bad, but not necessarily in this segment. The audio, it took us so long to get it set up, 2 hours.
Yeah, it was. We
were all drunk, notably Elson, and I really think this is the most audibly drunk I've ever heard anybody.
Everybody says this, and I didn't notice it at the time. But when I listen, and even when I listen to it, I don't think I sound that drunk.
Dude, it's just, we were talking about a dog, and then like, fuck that Heineken. It's how you rub two skunk balls together and you squeeze it in a bottle. So yeah, Ninja Gaiden dog. Yeah, it's a special moment.
But the main reason I like it is because Seth Killian from Capcom. Capcom community came over and sat in with us. He talked about Street Fighter. We talked about Mega Man. We talked about all things Capcom, and he's a fucking excellent guest and classed up the joint just a little bit having him on.
Want to have him on again. Podcast 17, by the way. But speaking of Elston, the Teletubbies rant, which has become
it kind of took a life of its own.
Many people's favorite. Many people's favorite. That'll also be up next. Where did that come about? Previous segment.
You explained it pretty well.
I explained it pretty well already. It was a Toys R Us thing, and the first second I saw them, this entire scenario popped in my head. And I'm not playing it up because I want to be funny. Like, this literally went through my fucking head.
There you go. And after that, I want to at least drop Michael's embarrassing. This is from our embarrassing industry stories. Yeah, I got drunk and fell downstairs. Michael trumped me.
Oh
with
yeah,
with his own ass.
You completely ate it down a set of stairs.
My only close encounter with one of Sony's highest ranking executives was also one of the most embarrassing encounters of my life.
Yes. Yeah. And I think I'm going to try and squeeze in the story of Shit Mittens.
One of Podcast 21's long Let's All Tell Embarrassing Crapping Stories, and Chris had an epic tale so befitting that there was another one I had to edit that I put in. It's from the Transformers the movie soundtrack. I think it perfectly narrates the situation.
Is it Dare to Be Stupid?
No, it's an instrumental called Escape. and I think just the escalation of music is perfect for that story because that story gets crazier as the minutes go by.
Claus is a black man. Santa Claus is a black man. I found out. That's why I'm telling you. Oh yeah. Santa Claus is a black man.
I want to wish everybody happy Kwanzaa, happy Kwanzaa, Merry Christmas. Have a nice time.
Oh, Santa Claus is a black man. Santa Claus is a black man. I found out.
Hey, this is Tyler Wilde. You might remember me from some of the earlier TalkRadars. I hope you're having good holidays and shit. Maybe I'll be back on sometime. I don't know. What the fuck?
What is this from? Oh, Wonder Chosen.
Wonder Chosen.
Nice.
Okay, as long as everybody's seen that show.
Okay, if you haven't watched Wonder Chosen,
Do so. It's radical comedy.
kill yourself and watch it in hell.
Yes. Top 7 dogs. And what the... how did you eventually narrow it down to whatever the hell criteria we use, the published version?
Well, I A, didn't write the article, but B, I did stipulate I wanted them to be playable, like characters that actually did something in the game, and they couldn't be anthropomorphized dogs, like Parappa the Rapper is a dog, but fuck it, I don't... just no. It's a four-legged, barking, can't speak or communicate dog.
That's it? So you wanted to be the most boring dogs?
That would have been a better headline.
That's what I have to say to that.
The most
Sorry.
boring...
Sorry, Game
Because I was
7.
like, yeah,
we should get
boring
Parappa.
ass dogs
And that-
as stipulated by Brett Elson.
Well, let me
We could
defend,
get
let me
a
defend
letter
it here a
of
second.
sound effects.
They're canine companions.
Yeah.
You don't want to be the centerpiece. So the tagline, canine companion, right? It's got to be a companion dog,
Yeah,
not like a center dog.
Diminished dog.
That's diminished dogs.
I got your back, Fred. Until
I know Michael's with me.
turn
We
against each
wanted Max from MDK.
Yes.
I wanted that fucking dog from Jet Force Gemini with a laser on his back.
I don't remember this dog.
Jet Force Gemini, it was on its system called the
Jet Force
Nintendo
Gem-
GameCube.
Oh, the worst Nintendo system ever. I got it.
Really?
No. It was until the Wii came out. And then
Okay, easy on the Wii. Seth has to sell things on that.
I don't think so. Number 7 was the laughing dog from Duck Hunt. I thought you had a sound effect.
I certainly do. Is that getting old when I intentionally play the wrong sound effect? Okay, yeah. Duck.
There you go. I don't really know. That dog's an asshole. I don't like this dog at all.
Where did he become like the scapegoat of everything on the internet? He's always like the character you want to kill the most. It's the dog from Duck Hunt. I always thought he was kind of cool.
He laughs at your misfortune.
They're sort of loading the dice. It's like a shooting game, and you can only shoot the ducks. And then there's this jerk dog that's just like in your face, and you're just like, you want to shoot him, but you never got the chance.
But he rolls in the scene with you.
Do you happen to have the intro music loaded up of the Duck Hunt? Like somebody.
I sure do.
That's the
No.
That's the dog barking.
That is so not the intro music.
Yeah,
it's the wind.
That's like the results screen.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
one of our users, Creative Assassin, ripped a huge amount of sound effects, gave us a zip file, and now we've got a bitch load of NES and Genesis sound effects. But the moment I heard that one, it just took me back to playing this game in the NES and dicking around with that fucking zapper for hours. And for some reason, I hadn't heard that tune in probably 15 or 20 years. That's all.
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's it. Number 6. Number 6 is Poppy. Poppy from Samurai Showdown. I didn't know that was the dog's name.
I'm gonna need your help
Did you
here.
not know
That is exactly correct. It's Poppy.
Poppy, huh? Is he the same sprite as Hanzo?
Is he the same sprite?
Same sprite. The Galford. He looks like the same sprite to me as Hanzo, the ninja
I think
from
it's,
Samurai.
I think it's like a Ryu and Ken thing. That's
Pretty close.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what did he
Samurai
do?
Showdown. What doesn't he do? He flies down from the sky. He'll run
Ooh.
across the board. He does a lot of things that dogs don't usually do.
But he doesn't help you?
No, he does. He's sort of like an assist. Like you can drop him down from he's sort of like a slash fireball combo, like assist.
He's sort of like all of Galford's special moves right there.
That's what Tyler mentioned. I have played Samurai Showdown, but I never played as the guy with a dog.
He's all right,
but he's very useful. It sounds like
if I had a dog, I'd throw it. If I wanted to win a fight.
If you throw a dog at somebody, I guess it's going to bite them.
Yes. Fuck you, man. Yeah. That come together okay?
It will after another beer. Wasn't
Magic.
bad. Number 5, I
should have been
actually...
preceded by a dick joke, though.
Look, I don't like myself enough as it is. Can we just go to number 5?
Number
No.
5, I don't know anything about, named Shadow from Dead to Rights. Did anyone play Dead to Rights?
Michael did.
No, I didn't.
Really? Wiki Parez didn't
No.
hit up Dead to Rights.
No, I skipped that one because all the reviews were like really mediocre for it.
You read reviews?
Yeah, man.
Strangely, yes.
Gross. Don't sit so close. I actually am scooting away from him.
The reviews have been compromised.
Apparently, Officer Jack Slate doled out delicious bowls of steaming justice with Shadow the dog, and then it bit people. I guess that's it. Number 4.
I like
seriously, dogs are great. Keep in mind, you assholes try coming up with one a week.
Seriously. It's
Yeah,
always like
that's-
it's always
that's
the
our
hardest
motto
and scariest
now.
games. We're going to take that category away, and I don't think I'll hear any more suggestions.
Here's a bit of background on the top 7s. Like, I'm the Nintendo editor technically, but I kind of wrangle most of the feature planning that we do. And roll your eyes at me, you bastard!
I was trying to cue the right sound effect, but I missed. You were the what again?
Baby
No.
features master. I love
Yes, you
Packard Bell. But yeah, the top 7 are always the first thing we pull out every month. Like, okay, every Monday, let's get down the top 7. And this month it was like, we've had this idea literally sitting on a list, probably 2 years. Anybody want to do the top 7 dogs? And it was already Tuesday, and it's like, shit, this is doing like 3 days, huh? Let's just do the dog one, man. We've already got like 5 of them done.
Let's try it. Let's give it to Tyler, not tell him.
So, but number 4 on the list, I demanded be on there because if you're an old school gamer, you probably know this game. Yamato from Shadow Dancer, the second Shinobi game. Well, third, I guess, technically. It's unlike any of the other Shinobi games. You have this dog with you the whole time, and you could charge up this meter and send this dog flying across the screen, and it would disable or disarm people. It was really cool. It was completely useful, and I don't remember any other game at the time.
I called him White Fang.
White Fang. He looks like White Fang. It's really cool. It's on Virtual Console, I think. If you haven't played it yet, you should.
You should pay $10 too.
Yeah, I'm slurring a little. That's kind of strange. I'm going to put that down.
Then, well, we did have like an hour and a half warm up. Seth, I apologize. Please don't tell other podcasts what we sound like.
Well, don't
don't
tell my work that I was sitting here drinking beers for an hour and a half waiting to be on a podcast.
But you drank beers to plug.
To plug all of Capcom's wonderful products.
Wonderful products. Had a retailer near you.
That's right.
Wait, I gotta balance that with something. What do I hate from Capcom lately?
What? This is outrageous.
It can't be too shilly. What do I? But that's the problem. I'll say this.
Hit me with your best
you
shot.
are
Good. What do you got?
I'll say this. So far, I don't like Dark Void.
Damn, that's well.
I know, but everything we said we didn't like about Dark Void is because it's really early and
It is really
It's like 9 years away. So
Yeah, it's very early, and I love every idea behind
all
it.
the things you don't like, those are what's changing.
I love
those
the
are
style.
by the numbers. They're
what
all
do we love
changing.
most? Jetpack. We all want Jetpack.
Please.
Yeah.
It's,
All right.
it's the unofficial Rocketeer sequel. It's got
All
an
right,
exciting-
you got me. You got me.
Greatest American hero kind of thing. You're flying around.
Number 3, top 7 canine companions / dogs. Is another one I demanded be on here. The trans.
Wait, does a wolf count as a canine companion?
What? I don't know what you want from me right now.
You know what we need now is the sound effect of a record going off the needle. Like
I have just that. No, I don't actually.
If I could describe the image of a dog's ears going straight up in the air.
That's good.
Just bar?
Well, shit, I really did actually hit the wrong button that time.
Liar. Right, number 3 is the transdimensional dog from Secret of Evermore, a game I don't think anyone played.
No, nobody did.
One of my friends had it back in the day, which was 94, 95 when this game came out, developed in the US, which was really bizarre for the time. The dog changed. It was basically Secret of Mana made in the US at that point.
Oh, Secret of Evermore? Okay, I know what you're
Oh,
talking
I
about.
know that game.
I do, with a big stupid tree in the front. Don't fuck with me.
Yeah, it was a big tree. You got me there. Top 7 trees. Holy shit. Secret of Mana. That's one. So, what else? Seriously, let's do this on the air.
How have you gone this many years without
that
top 7 trees?
There's that
The
tree you play as in Otogi too.
Sure. I've never heard of it, but yeah.
The instant Lord of the Rings games I haven't played.
Deku Tree from Ocarina of Time that gives you the
Dude.
first quest. Oh man, there you go, internet free feature, free. Right there.
Take it.
Yeah,
Take it, slobs of gaming. It's
Yeah.
yours.
Take it, Game Daily.
Let's move on.
Anyway, this dog in Secret of Evermore, it changes form each era you go to. So in one part, it's like a big beastie dog in the past and a regular dog in the present. weird toaster future metal dog when you go to the future.
What? I'm listening.
I ran out of things to say.
It is kind of a dog changing.
Number 2 is no, it's an all right game, and the dog is really cool. It's you should Google it or something.
Or go to gamesradar.com and check it out,
or something
on our website.
In our website. Number 2 is Rush from Mega Man.
Ray.
Yay for Rush.
I love me some Rush.
Yeah.
What doesn't he do?
He does it all. He doesn't turn into a helicopter, which I'm upset about.
I think he did. He flies. What the fuck do you need
He
a
flies,
helicopter?
but there's a difference between a jet sled and a helicopter.
So you want something that flies but louder and slower. Got it.
No, I need something to
What
hover.
else is hard to please?
No, I need something to hover. Do you know what? Do you know aeronautics, sir? Maybe you don't need to go 900 miles an hour over a target. You need to hover directly over it.
I guess you're going to have to find
Because Mega Man can shoot down. Oh, wait, no, he can't.
No, he can't.
Why are you going to hover?
I don't know. Just Sparkman asked me to.
It's got Killian.
But do you think Rush has been kind of diminished over the years? Like, is he any relevant to anyone over the age of like 15 or 20 at this point? Does anyone even remember Rush? That's not a fan of Mega Man.
He was in he's in the other offshoot Mega Man games I can't play for more than a third.
That's something I hate. Battle Network. Come on.
Not Battle Network. No, he's not in ZX's. Is he?
Star Force. ZX Advent was good. I'll give you that.
Yeah, ZX Advent was.
That was a cool game.
You like changing shapes? ZX Advent's
That
for
was
you.
cool.
Yeah.
I liked being the big. You could change into a whale. That if it wasn't in the water, he'd just go.
I was trying to play ZX, but my worst nemesis was doors. I couldn't. An insurmountable amount of doors. This is not Mega Man.
Well, Rush is a shape-changing dog that helps Mega Man through a variety of obstacles. It's amazing. Number 1 is... That's all, right? Rush? We good with Rush?
Hey, we're not at number 1. Rush isn't at number 1.
I did like his song Limelight. That's about it.
Ooh.
Oh,
shout out.
Oh. No, I will not have a Rush joke on our podcast. I don't like that band. We had to play that. You weren't playing it. You should be miserable and
I
so
was
full of
playing
hate.
it. I fucking hated every moment of it.
Say what you will about Rush the band.
Okay.
Fine, okay.
Rush sucks.
Whoa, that was not an invitation. Rush the band. All those songs were fun to play in Rock Band. We played the whole album last week on our DLC article, and it was fun. Number 1, I don't understand because I didn't play Half-Life and can't stand it for more than 20 seconds.
Oh,
wait. Damn it, you missed. I said A or B.
Sorry, I'm going to go. Let's go B.
Now you may say number 1.
Number 1 is Dog.
Really? You're gonna bitch about Half-Life 2?
No, I'm not gonna bitch about it. I just don't know anything about this robot dog from Half-Life 2. I tried to.
All you need to know is that he's awesome.
Okay.
He's a big fucking steel golem that lopes around and helps you out of tight spots.
Golem is made up of
clay and Jews. Yes, Brett. You're gonna stay accurate. If you want to stay accurate to the folklore.
I did my research, and that's correct.
So did I. I know what. What?
I did play Half-Life. I couldn't get into it. It just wasn't for me. It was way too boring for a shooter.
Really?
I honestly tried. I beat Portal and had Orange Box and thought, I'm going to play Half-Life 2. And 20 jet sled hours later, I was really bored of, you found the swamp rover. Follow it to the shed. Now, would you like a weapon? Sorry. Sorry.
You've just alienated every PC gamer
Nobody
who listens to this.
You know what? Hey, everybody, Brett stands alone on this Half-Life.
I'm sorry I don't like one game on the list.
But it's dog. He's a great dog.
What did he do? What did he do? He killed himself, sacrificed himself?
Whoa, spoilers.
It says it in the fucking article.
I haven't read it yet.
So is a spoiler for the article or a spoiler for the game?
Well, apparently he doesn't die because one of the comments is, doesn't die. So, he was also from Kentucky.
Daddy drank. Son, wake up. Wake up. It's midnight Christmas Eve, and I just want to say thank you, son. I don't deserve this, son. I don't deserve anything, to be honest with you. It's just... What the hell is this? Tap shoes? I don't dance. I can't dance, you little bastard. Ho, ho, ho. Hey, son. You know how you've been bugging me to go and get you a puppy? Well, today after work, I went out and I bought you one. But on the way home, I got hungry and I ate it.
It's the TalkRadar Christmas special.
I'm joking. I never buy you a puppy.
I don't play my Wii because it's infested with Teletubbies.
Well, let me.
Damn, I meant to go that.
That's a problem.
What's your theory on Teletubbies?
Do we have time to go into my Teletubbies rant?
Absolutely. Maybe we can use it as a break or something.
I've already explained this. It's not that funny.
You haven't explained to the fucking internet. We're gonna do this, and we're gonna go screaming into break.
About Teletubbies, I guess. I'm being told to tell this anecdote. The first time I ever saw them, I think I was working at Toys R Us by the time, and the first time I saw them, it was on a toy shelf, and it was all of them standing next to each other, and it just looked like it. They have those faces in the colored sacks, and they're supposed to be like babies or something with TVs in their chest or whatever. But to me, like when I saw them, their skin was so discolored and awful. It looked like someone took a ton of bodies and put them through a grinder and processed them and filled colored sacks with it, and then put eyes and a mouth on it, and then set electricity shooting through it to animate it. And then I think, what would these things actually do? Because they would have no intelligence whatsoever. They would look down and see the TV in their chest and just be like, and just dig their hands into their guts, and then wow, Michael's gonna die. What the fuck? And they would slowly pull all their guts out and look at them and like screaming at their own guts. And then all the other ones around them would be like, "What happened?" And they would run over and they'd start tearing the thing inside out, like they wouldn't even be feasting because they don't know what to eat. They're just like mindless sacks of skin, just ripping everybody apart. And there's like bugs and centipedes flying out because they like. Because it's rotten flesh, and bugs would try to make nests in it, obviously. So it's just like go watch the third Halloween movie, and when the kid's head explodes at the end, that's what I picture coming out of a Teletubby. Oh. And just the sound, like this guttural, like coming out of the most bass you could ever pull out of it, and it slowly screams to death. And all of this happened the first time I saw the Teletubbies.
No, not Crisis Core.
Coded Arms.
Coded Arms. Yeah.
Wow, I was way off.
Yeah, whoa. I couldn't
know.
even remember the name of the game.
We know.
Yeah, so Coded Arms isn't out yet. Probably is never coming out. But the other story is probably the single most embarrassing and funny thing that has ever happened to me on this job. It was just like a couple weeks before the PlayStation 3 launched, and Sony had this thing where we all like went to a hotel in the city, and then they like drove us out to this like warehouse, and let us play the PS3, and I guess Ludacris played there, but we had to leave early.
Oh.
But so. And before that, there was like a thing, Kaz Hirai was there, and a bunch of other Sony people. Phil Harrison, I think, was there. It was huge.
Is this the Ridge Racer guy?
Yeah.
Ridge Racer guy, people. Big deal.
And so we had to leave. We had to leave early. We went back to the hotel to get our cars, and so it was pretty dead. It was empty. I went up to the second floor where I knew the Sony people were in order to get my parking validated. So I'm in the elevator. I'm feeling kind of gassy. I let a huge fucking fart rip. Like
that sound effect
seconds.
doesn't do it justice.
Yeah, seconds. This comes out seconds before.
Because you were probably holding it.
Yeah, I was actually until I'd gotten to the elevator, and I let it out. And it was seconds before the doors opened. And when the doors opened, like before I'd started to smell anything, Kaz Hirai was standing there right in front of me. I got out, he got on, wordlessly. So I sank up Kaz Hirai's elevator.
Wordlessly as you perpetuated the stinky American stereotype.
Uh-huh.
Look at you.
He probably just thought it's like, oh, another smelly-ass game journalist. Left his...
That's why you have to be really careful when you fart in an elevator.
That's true.
They're very unpredictable.
It's going to get on.
They're not safe. Like I think it's funny. Like when I know I'm getting on the first floor, I will fart. I will fart my brains out. as long as like I'm on like it's opening on the first floor and I can run the fuck away and someone else is trapped in it and not looking me in the eye. That's the trick, kids. Farting on an elevator. Please tell me. Do you remember me? I'm the farting guy.
I'm the guy who hotboxed you in that elevator.
Look at this. Remember me?
All right,
you
so
remember the subtle bouquet, right?
Well, excuse me, princess.
Merry Christmas! This is Scott Butler from Beat. I'm here to remind you that bitches ain't shit.
I had a girlfriend I didn't like for
This
about
is such a great story.
for
by the way.
about 3 months, and it's just like we start seeing other people and doing things. Like we're living in the same room, and then like she just starts seeing this dipshit upstairs, and I'm like, I'm paying way too much to live here. I've already said I want to leave. I'm just leaving. I'm not going to say anything. I'm going to give them 2 months rent, and I'm walking out the door, and I'll figure shit out. Of course, I didn't. And I ended up sleeping at the office for a couple of nights, and then
Where did you sleep?
I slept in the office, and then Tyler Nagata, good boy that he's like, nah, come over to my house, and I went over to his house, and then we went back to the city to San Francisco to stay for a little while. And Tyler's I don't know how he hasn't shit at his desk, because he has a crippling burrito addiction, and he knows the best place to get burritos, and I'm not used to that. So I'm on an all burrito diet. and I believe it or not, like I talk big, and I'm really shit shy. I can't poop at work if I think anybody else is around. I don't want them to smell my nasties or hear my leavings. So I can't.
It is terrible when you're in a stall and you can kind of recognize you, so you know it's somebody that you know.
I hate it so much.
Like, what if our boss comes in and you can tell he's in the stall next to you, and you just like, oh, I'm just gonna wait.
And that's the thing, as a point of manly pride, I want it to be full of sound and fury and smell. Like, it has to.
So you had a bunch of burritos, and you're sleeping
I had
at
a bunch of burritos, and I
stay
over.
Where you were sleeping in the office, but where in the office were you?
No,
sleeping?
I went back into the city for like a day or two, and I'm just sleeping on random couches and on floors, wherever like people I've just met. So I can't crap. I can't even crap around Tyler, who's seen me in the worst position. Like, he took care of me when I was practically homeless, and Paul had let me borrow his car this week, and this was like almost a 2-week period of being totally homeless.
That's right here.
Then showing up to work every day. Everybody was really cool. Paul let me borrow his car, so I drove back to this office, literally, to shit. and I found out the hard way that the custodial staff is here on Sunday, and I can't poop in front of them either. So I'm sitting there. I think I taped a white sheet over my laptop screen and pretended to type things as they walked by. No, I'm just here to defecate. Leave me alone. So it's all stored up, and you know what happens when poo is stored up for a long time? It gets concentrated. It gets antsy.
Yeah.
What?
No, you're right. I agree. It's compacted. It's difficult to move. I understand.
It's difficult to move. It's not difficult to move, but then I finally get into the 4th floor bowl, which gravity should be on my side. We're high in the air. And then I turn. I'm shitting so weird. It's like a fucking cement mixer. It's.
Was there a grinding noise?
No, I'm shitting pavement. Finally ground pavement, not that asphalt shit. Like, I'm talking like a really nice driveway. And I'm just shitting. I holding the bowl with my hands, with my legs up in the air, trying to keep myself on the ground. And then I'm like, oh, well, thank God that's over with. As the entire small bathroom looks like a really hot day on asphalt. Wavy lines everywhere, like there's a gas leak. And I turn around and I shit mud. So like there weren't logs, they were just.
Is this mud or concrete?
Well, I don't know brown concrete, Charlie. I'm not familiar. And mud concrete. All that's in it is a couple of condoms and a few chicken bones. I'm just trying to gross my foot out. And
that last part did not happen.
A few chicken bones.
Except for the chicken bones. Those are always added for effect.
Yes, I took a Mad Magazine dump, but it's just totally flat.
And eyeballs. You need the eyeballs.
I had a little banana peel. I shit a plateau. It was just this little island, perfectly flat, and I try and flush, and like, I just shit a cork. This isn't going to happen. And the custodial staff is still walking around. I try to do this again without them seeing. What the fuck do I do? How do I get this to flush? I really am that embarrassed. Like, I couldn't bear to see anybody else see that I clogged the toilet. What the fuck do I do? And I ran into the kitchen while wiping my ass and throwing it into an adjacent toilet, and so as not to deal with the same problem, all I see are compostable plastic knives and forks. And I'm like, no way am I doing that. And then minutes tick by, I'm like, I have to do that. And what the fuck do I do? And I found like those bags that newspapers get delivered in. Wrap them up to my arm, and I go in the bathroom like some shitty surgeon, literally.
Dr. Shit and Giggles.
And I'm on my knees and like just cutting up my own fecal dominance. A couple flushes later, it's like I'm so embarrassed. Like I finally get it down, but then it looks like a spirograph. It looks like a spirograph with brown paint. I have to wipe that shit off with the stuff in my hands. And I'm covered in the shitty cutlery with even shittier plastic bags. I'm like, thank God that's over. And I look at my hand. Oh, fuck! I have shit mittens. Shit mittens. What do I do with these? I can't throw them away here. The custodial staff is here.
Actually, a shitten could either be a shit mitten or a shit kit.
Shit and kitten.
I just love that you're so concerned about what the custodial staff thinks. Like I honestly would have just left it there and been like,
just peace. Fucking bolt. It's their problem.
I guess it's my fault. They're technically people, but I know how it is. Look, if I'm in a bathroom and someone else takes a massive dump and it smells bad and clogs up the plumbing, you're going to be known to me as the guy who shits hard and fast.
So what? So
so I had to get I can't throw these away here. They smell horrific, and I can't even hold them. They smell so bad. So I wrapped them in newspaper like fish, and I shoved them in my pockets. And I got in an automobile, a borrowed automobile with shitty plastic bags wrapped in newspaper, and I drive out to what do you call it over there?
There's a lagoon by our building that people fish at.
It's like a fishing lagoon next to.
So is that why it smelled that way for so long?
I'm still sensitive about this.
Afterwards.
You're sensitive about it, but you're telling it to thousands of people.
It's important. My story needs to be told.
Yeah, for months afterward, there was a green swamp.
Excuse me. At this point, I think it's hundreds of people. And this whole time, I've been hearing our audience shrinking exponentially.
No. They're loving this. As long as Brett edits it correctly, there's a lot of it.
God damn it.
Including what I just said. But I get out there, and there's I forget it's a fucking Sunday, so there's all these idiots fishing with their stupid children. And so I just sit there in the car. I'm like, maybe they'll go away. And then 20 minutes creep by, and I realize I'm sitting here staring at children for 20 minutes in the middle of nowhere.
And you're sitting there with your car smelling like shit.
With the car smelling like shit.
Car smelling like
full of shitlery.
The exhaust is giving up brown.
Shitlery.
So I decided it looks so. Like, if there was surveillance, I would have been arrested. If this was an airport, I would have been put to the ground. I walked over to the trash can, looking every which way but at the trash can. And I'm, emptying out trash. It looks like I'm dumping body parts in a playground trash can. And I ran the hell away back to the office and slept. Whatever, that's my story. I'm sorry it took so long.
Wow.
This Christmas, you can buy another toy. Or you can buy this. The Sega Master System of Entertainment, with super-sensitive control pads and a pinpoint accurate light phaser that even registers misses. The unique Sega card with 256K memory and even more. Our mega cartridge with an unbelievable 4 times more power than most cartridges. It's a future of excitement. The Sega Master System of Interactive Video Entertainment.
Have you guys thought about what you want for Christmas?
Yeah, meet me. I want a Ted Williams signature inflatable bathtub pillow.
Oh, good. What about you, Crow?
I want to decide who lives and who dies.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, I start. I get it.
I'm sorry.
Okay, pick it up. Open up your heart and let the Patrick Swayze Christmas in.
We'll gather at the roadhouse with our next of kin.
And Santa can be our regular Saturday night thing.
We'll decorate a bar stool and gather round and sing. Oh, let's have a Patrick Swayze Christmas this year.
Or we'll tear your throat out and kick you in the ear.
Hold it a second, Cambot, stop it. Crow, I don't know if I think this is an appropriate sentiment anymore for Christmas.
Hey, what, like a good action sequence don't belong at Christmas?
Well, no, it's just that I've never heard of an action sequence in A Christmas Carol before.
Yeah.
Well, then grab hold of your socks and read on, Joe Robinson.
Okay, pick it up from measure 20, Cambot. Lovely intro, though. Very tasteful.
Thank you.
I like that. It's my way or the highway this Christmas at my bar.
I'll have to smash your kneecaps if you bastards touch my car.
I got the word that Santa has been stealing from the till.
I think that right jolly old elf better make out his will. Oh, let's have a Patrick Swayze Christmas one and all. And this can be the haziest. Ooh, this can be the laziest. This can be the Swayziest Christmas of them all. La 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 la.
Reach for the stars.
The next thing I really wanted to put on best of is just the UA Bowl stuff, because for some reason that ranks really high, and I was looking for worst movie scenes, and Michael's article registers in like the 6th or 7th on a gaming website.
Yeah, I saw that.
About UA Bowl movies. So apparently enough people dug this too.
Yep. That was actually a lot of fun to write and do research for, because
It looked like it.
It probably wasn't at the time, but now I look back on it fondly. It's like I just had to sit and watch these terrible movies, many of which I'd already seen. I had to watch them again, going through them with a fine-tooth comb to find, okay, is this the worst scene, or is this the worst scene?
I remember you brought us in. Oh, good God.
God, yeah, and I had you look at a bunch of them, and it's like, okay.
I was so mad. They're all so terrible.
Oh, God, did you see that? Yeah. Is the scene with the bloodletting worse than the scene with the fat man rolling around in diarrhea?
With the guy who can't emote chopping a human body apart.
That's one of my personal favorites. Just one point of contention though. It's Uva, not
Uva. What did I say?
Not Uwe.
Uva in his country.
It's that's how he says it. It's Uva, Uvable, Uvable.
I know. You're right.
Hello,
we should let Uva Bowl dictate the way we speak English over here. I agree 100%.
Man has the right to have his name pronounced correctly.
Does he? We'll move on. We'll move on.
He made one decent movie that just highlights how shitty all the rest of them are.
Hearts of America, I believe Michael
Heart
said.
of America.
I won't see it. No, that's a sequel.
No,
Hearts of America. It's like Aliens.
I use the word decent liberally here. It's mediocre to fair movie. It outshines the horrible shit he's done.
Right.
And the thing is, he did it before he did all the video game movies, which means he doesn't give a shit about them. But anyway.
And anyway, another one I liked was when we tried to guess the iconic gaming sound effects.
Oh man, that was really fun.
Oh yeah. We had like 3 left for people to guess, whatever it was.
No, we had like 6, but I mean, we're all pretty embarrassed about it because it's kind of hard to remember the Tomb Raider clue noise. 8 years after we cared about Tomb Raider.
8 seconds after the Brits cared about it.
Yeah. But I'll play another Duke Lombardi, and we'll see if we can find some surprises for you.
Howdy, everybody. It's your big pal, Duke Lombardi. Holidays are coming up. I wish all the best to you and yours. A happy New Year. Hey, what are you doing over there? I'm pulling up beats. Me too!
So we had a top 7 worst scenes in Uwe Boll movies. Michael.
Yes, we did.
I'll give a little preparation. Uwe Boll movies.
Bear witness to the greatest story ever told.
All right. So, yeah, top 7 worst scenes in Uwe Boll movies. I think I'm like the only person on staff who's seen more than one movie by this guy.
Oh.
So yeah, I just want to clarify. No. Oh, Shane, you've seen?
Yeah,
I've
seen more than one movie.
3 or 4.
Seen House of the Dead, Alone in the Dark, parts of Seed, Postal.
Postal, House of the Dead, part of Alone in the Dark.
I've seen Postal, House of the Dead, Blood Rain, and I think that's all.
Dan Amrick, chime in.
I've seen none of them. I have self-respect.
I win.
You do. You totally win. I mean, I used to take a lot of shit for just liking Blood Rain as much as I did, so I was tempted to go...
Game.
The game, yeah. No, I actually like the game. I'm that guy. And I never, ever managed to... My wife actually watched Blood Rain, and I don't know why. I think it was because she was just impossibly bored. And she got halfway through the sequel, and she had to turn it off. So you guys are all braver than me, because I cannot bring myself to watch an Uwe Boll movie at all.
I don't know, because I love bad movies, but they're a weird kind of bad that I think they're unwatchable. There's never going to be a cult audience. They're special to no one. And Michael... before this article was written, he'd seen most. He tortures himself with repeated viewings of this awful, awful shit.
I think before this article, I'd seen everything except In the Name of the King, a Dungeon Siege Tale. So, in the interest of fairness, because whenever somebody calls out Uwe Boll and says his movies are shit, he always, or at least he used to always, point to the things he did before House of the Dead and said, "No, go and watch this. This is a much better movie." And so I rented Heart of America, which was the movie he did just before House of the Dead. It's basically his Columbine movie about a school shooting. And the funny thing about it is it wasn't anywhere near as bad as I expected it to be. It was actually fairly watchable. And that both surprised me and pissed me off. Because it means he has the ability to make watchable movies.
He has the ability...
It chooses not to.
Exactly. It means he hasn't, for all of his whining and badgering critics, he has not actually given a shit about the last 6 movies he's made.
Is this through like a production company of his? Like this is all kind of his baby, his efforts?
How do you mean?
Like he buys up the rights himself and he receives most of the funds back. Like this isn't partially funded by. Clearly, there's no studio giving him full backing. He's kind of putting up the money and. It's going into a company that he owns.
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, it's Boll Productions.
I did not make the connection. Okay, sorry. What's the 7th on the list?
The 7th on the list is a lovely worst actor competition between Ray Liotta, who's normally quite good, and Matthew Lillard, who's normally quite dull.
I had no idea that was Matthew Lillard in the pictures until I watched the video. I thought that was some Arab guy with a big sword.
I caught him mid-tantrum for that. Well, no, the guy with the sword is actually Burt Reynolds with the beard.
That made me, because I just started the article, and your description, which wasn't supposed to be funny, made me laugh because it ended in, and then he's made king by Burt Reynolds.
That's exactly what happens.
All I can think of about Matthew Lillard is I was stabbed in Scream. Like me and Skeet Ulrich stabbed each other to death in a kitchen.
And he went with Freddie Prinze Jr. on many a romp through love.
Oh, those scamps.
See, when you guys cover like bad video game movies, then I can hang. But
Wing
not
Commander.
Yeah, exactly. Specifically the Uwe Boll things I can't do. But yeah, Matthew Lillard to me, unfortunately, I liked him in Scream. I thought he was good, and then Now he's Maniac and Wing Commander, and I give up.
And, that guy, he's 13 Ghosts.
Hackers, at best,
At
best, he was last generation's Dennis Hopper. At worst, he's Gary Busey.
I think you have to
It's
keep
very
going
apt.
further down from even Gary Busey.
It's all about it.
Anyway,
So the story, yes.
It's just it's a perfectly encapsulates what happens every time both he and Ray Liotta are on screen together, which is he does his usual thing of just, I'm over enunciating everything.
I got it. Hold on.
We shall accelerate.
That's Ray Liotta. And that line is interesting because every time I hear it, because it's part of a full thing where he says, if you want to accelerate things, then we shall accelerate. And I keep wanting to hear him say, things.
We shall accelerate.
Love that line. What's the next one, dear?
The next one is
Cop kills an old lady in Postal.
My God.
Oh, which is basically, we watched this all in the office together a few weeks ago, and it was difficult to get through. And then this is one of the first scenes where you're like, it's just a cop for no reason. Like, there's no reason why he would actually do this. It's like shocking just to be shocking.
I looked at
it. He's at a red light. There's a cop. Man, why won't this lady drive? I'm gonna shoot her.
Goddamn Asians!
He shoots an old lady in the face with a shotgun, and then there's like no consequences. And he gets back in the car. It's just like Mondays or something like that, and drives off. Like
but he goes off on a rant as if, oh yeah, everybody hates Asian drivers. The whole movie feels like social commentary written by someone who's only been in America to sell movies.
Wasn't his response that she called him the N-word when he got back in the car?
Yeah.
He never called it the N-word. It was just I don't know.
I think she called me the N-word.
Yeah.
What he said.
That's right.
Although
Black people hate that being
say-
called the N-word. Okay, yeah, it's funny. Write down.
So I think your description of it after we watched the movie was, it was like aliens that saw Earth from afar and says, "What is this humor?" and just controversy. How make? And then just doesn't understand how to actually make something controversial. What if black men shoot Asian?
Aha! Two tribes go to war.
Do you have any
Great
clips?
hilarity within.
Do you have any clips from that ready? Or
No. I wanted to get one from the commentary just because. Oh, this came from when. Oh, that's Nico Bellic. I'll stop that. This can't not do it now. Dan, you do it as Nico Bellic.
I'm glad you told me it was Nico Bellic because I could not tell from your imitation.
Your country.
And now we're into Yakov Smirnov.
I love the way you did that. That still makes me laugh.
My country, Uwe bowls me.
Asian lady shoot you.
Uwe bowled the whole thing.
Not the whole thing.
In Germany, box office bombs you. And,
Number 5.
Number 5.
Top 7 worst scenes in Uwe Boll movies. And if you haven't watched them, look at the article.
Yeah,
we have clips of all of these scenes that are the worst. And I'm sad Chris isn't playing any of these clips.
Technically, I had a lot of technical problems in getting these clips. And also, I really think you should know about Uwe. You should know about Uwe's films without having to watch them. And Michael's done the best he can by showing you why exactly it's bad. Please don't watch it. I really don't want this guy to make money.
Just look at the article. Like this one, this number 5 bloodletting montage has this great picture. The dispassionate. Like, there's a guy swinging a sword, stabbing a corpse. He has no expression on his face at all.
No, literally none.
Complete lack.
Really bored, just waiting to collect his paycheck.
He's got a face like he's mopping a floor that's not that dirty.
Well, he is killing a guy that's pretty dead, so...
Completely exposed rib cage.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Arms off, blood everywhere, but he's kind of lolling his head from side to side, so let's keep whacking on him.
Man, it's thorough. When he died.
So what's the actual thing, the bloodletting?
The actual thing is this bit that comes at the very end of the movie, and since I've only seen the director's cut, I have a strong suspicion that this is just...
look at you!
No, the unrated director's cut. I assume that this is something that maybe wasn't in the theatrical release, that he just kind of said, let's just throw all of our unused footage into one montage at the very end, and we'll call it unrated. and it'll be great. We won't actually have to edit any of the rest of the movie.
But in the interracial relationship that almost got us an NC-17. Not funny. Got it. Funny.
Okay.
But
So, yeah, anyway, it's just a bunch of bullshit in slow motion.
Alright.
It includes, among other things, that thing with the really bored-looking guy hacking away at the body.
So then number 4 is Blood Rain 2 Deliverance, which is
ding, 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 ding.
And nobody gets in the ass in that movie. Oh, God, I can't say that, can I?
That's in context and it's referencing film. I'm going to allow it.
Can we do Ned Beatty impersonation?
Although that would have made it more interesting. Because that movie is boring as fuck.
It's my favorite line from Ned
filmed
Beatty.
right next to my hometown. Thank you very much.
Oh, why am I not surprised?
I've been on that river. Ow. Okay.
Number 4, Billy the Kid meets Newton Piles.
Yeah, I want to
describe, or I have a sound clip.
Yeah, you could play the sound clip.
Oh, that's the thing. I hate the acting so much in this scene because you were like, you need to decide, and you made Shane and I watch like 10 horrific clips. Oh, which is worse? Like my eyes are already bleeding. And
I know. We decided on this one.
Yeah. And okay, here it is.
It's true. Membership in don't.
No, that's not the right one. No. Edit that.
Excuse me, sir. My name is Newton Piles. I'm with the Chicago Chronicle.
Okay, I love his jokes, but you have to hear what he says next.
Writing stories about the West.
He's been dispatched to write stories about the West, the hemisphere. We need a correspondent out there, somewhere between Oklahoma and California. Write something. I don't know what. Like they were just trying to rip off Unforgiven.
This just in. There's a snake in my boots. I'm here to write stories about Vancouver.
And it stars Scott Farkas from A Christmas Story.
It does. It's not yet over, but you already heard that part.
So the movie is what? Blood Rain in the Old West, apparently.
Yeah. I'll just finish
that's basically what it is.
Tell me, Mr.
No.
Piles. Is telling stories your reason to live?
What's the line?
Then bear witness to the greatest story ever told.
Charlton Heston.
Please make note of the accent. I used it just for this movie.
I just wanted to say when I saw this for the first time, it was shortly after seeing Blood Rain, and I was just amazed at like the lack of budget in this fucking movie. Like they couldn't even afford lights apparently for half of it because it's also just dark and relentlessly muddy and icky and. Like I read an interview where even Bull himself admits it's like it was kind of a disaster. It was just came up with this very grumpy, muddy winter western, and
it looks sub-Deadwood.
It is for most of it. Well,
yeah. Number 3, Tara Reid, scientician.
Oh my God, scientician.
So Tara Reid, what does she do other than stand around and hold up coat racks or whatever?
That's about it, really. I mean. She puts on a pair of glasses and pretends to be smart.
It's been so long since I've seen her in any actual movie. When I saw this clip, she's just doing Tara Reid. She sounds drunk. She sounds unenthused. Just the intro that we have. It's fantastic. Her first line and then her last line, which we'll get to it.
And this is for Alone in the Dark, by the way.
Yes, Alone in the Dark. Christian Slater is the other person.
We don't kind of use constellations to pinpoint a geographical location, but I don't think
it sounds like she's never encountered the word geographic before.
She took a breath in the middle of geographical.
Or pinpoint or location, for that matter. She's got the whole thing. It's just like, I'm sounding this out because English is not my first language.
She's got that look on her face of like her eyes darting around like for approval, like geographic?
I just sort of assumed that her eyes were tracking lines on the screen. Like, okay, geographic, location. What's this word, Uwe? Oh, location, okay.
What's geographic?
Okay, let's do the rest of the clip.
I
really love the last line.
All right. Constellations to pinpoint a geographical location, but I don't think we could zero in more than maybe 100-mile radius. Edward.
Yeah.
If this is correct, I think the computer can pinpoint location.
What was the point of the first part of the scene? If the computer can do it with one click, why did the audience have to sit through her geographical location?
Actually, I have a downloadable widget that automatically tracks everything that we
As a
needed.
scientist,
As a scientist,
as a scientist, I think the computer can do it. It can. It turns out the computer can do it.
I loaded Google Maps and typed in the address of Monster. Enter.
I just want to say that this was a really hard one to pick because the first time I saw this movie, I was just like, it was fucking incomprehensible. Like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
Why are these soldiers here? Now where are they? I don't understand.
How far does it deviate from the game?
Really fucking far.
Really far.
It starts with like a 5-minute voiceover and credits talking about Native Americans and ancient spirit, and then it cuts to a car chase.
All of the information in that fucking crawl that is actually relevant to the plot is repeated by characters later in the film. So it's completely fucking unnecessary.
My audience is dumb. Again, Nico. Sorry, okay.
But yeah, it's like the only real similarity is the two main characters and the whole thing about the Abkhani and the shadow dimension. Yeah, with the
I
monster.
played Alone in the Dark 3. I thought that took place way in the past.
Well, okay. The first three games take place in like the 1930s. The fourth game, which this is based on, was like a reboot of the series, which took place in the modern day. And then the fifth game was saying we're ignoring the reboot, and it's just the first two games are canon, and it's like Superman Returns all over again.
I saw a developer raise their hand. We made fire effects. Can we borrow name?
Yeah.
Alone in the Dark, the game.
I think it was we make fire, we borrow name now, yes?
Yes.
For answer, fire effects. Number 2 is probably the worst thing on here.
Oh.
Yeah. This was originally going to be the number one, and then I decided that House of the Dead, like, if I'm going to put something that fucking long, I'm talking about getting ahead of it.
You did.
I
Here you
did.
go. Here's your cut sound, Brad.
Can we cut that?
Now you know where to cut.
Yeah, I won't be cutting that.
All right.
Number 2 is Dave Foley gets naked, completely balls dick naked.
That sucked.
I
love Dave Foley. I do
too.
In
I do
some
too.
way, shaped me as
I sat through all of News Radio.
I loved him on News Radio. I didn't like News Radio that much. I love the Kids in the Hall. I've seen every episode over and over and over and over.
When given quality material, he's like one of the funniest guys out there.
Yeah.
But I think the qualifier, when given funny material, he's good on Celebrity Poker Showdown, for crying out loud.
He is Snowman, pair of snowmen. I always say that when I'm holding eights now. I can't not. Thank you, Dave Foley.
Pair of snowmen.
Pair of
He had a
snowmen.
couple good lines in this, for what it's worth.
Okay.
Like, Vern Troyer saying, "I'm going to kick your ass," and he says, "Yeah, you and what ladder?"
That was seriously. You
Okay,
prepared
that's
me
pretty
for it.
good.
It was funny. That was it. That was. And the children being shot mercilessly.
That is
really
such a
fun.
divisive thing. I loved it.
I
I thought
loved
that
it.
was the funniest part of the movie. I
Yeah.
thought that was one of the only funny parts of the
Yeah.
movie. I didn't think it was funny later on where he just suddenly hits a baby carriage in his van for no
No.
reason.
No, because by then we were tired of the movie. But I feel like if the kid killing scene had happened in a Naked Gun movie, it would have been the funniest thing of all time. Leslie Nielsen
The comic timing was good. The comic
Yeah.
timing on the rest of the stuff was
is
non-existent.
horrifying, and he has an editor. I'm assuming.
Well,
You're assuming.
I think it's all summed up by this image you pulled from the movie where Dave Foley's taking a shit on camera, and his little worker bee there next to him
Hey, baby, I got a clip. You want to hear it?
with what appears to be 9,000 chins making a face.
And he is also the guy who's like, I'm the work for the Chronicle. Like the same actor.
Please the same guy.
Billy the Kid, I'm too wacky.
That's the same guy.
Okay, here it goes. Postal, Dave Foley, that guy.
It's true. Membership and donations are at an all-time high, and we got more tail running around here than the Playboy Mansion. But it's
Yeah.
He took a crap.
And that sound really made me sick. That was not mine. I have a single fart button. It was not mine. That was the movie sound.
You almost made beer come out of Brett's nose, just that it was kind of good.
Well, he makes like 70 gag faces. He's like,
Yeah.
oh God, I'm all over the place.
I'm so so disgusted to be standing here, but I'm not going to open the window or walk 2 steps away. Or I'm going to stand right next to him.
Comic restraint. Whatever.
And that's comedy.
Postal.
And number 1.
What could be worse than Naked Dave Foley shitting?
Here we go. Let me give you a sound effect.
Number 1 is Bullet Time of the Dead from House of the Dead.
Unbelievable. I read about this scene. I didn't believe it when I saw it.
Yeah, it's
just fucking insufferable. 7 minutes of awful.
Just bad music, insane camera. It's like he set up this giant fight scene and then didn't know where to put the camera. Like, and there, and put it there. And, no, come back. And when I watched this with a friend like 5 years ago, and another friend was coming over to watch the end of it. We were going to go somewhere. He pulls up and he knocks on my door, and he's like, "What the fuck are you guys watching?" And we're like, "House of the Dead." He's like, "Because I'm driving up, and all the windows, the blinds are all shut." And he's like, "All I see is just flashes of light coming out of the window." And he's like, "I thought you just had a strobe light on or something." And it's just there's constant flashing, and it's cutting to footage of the video game.
A footage of I don't want to get my ass kicked. Is it the arcade version or the Dreamcast version? Let's say it's the arcade. A fucking 10-year-old game?
I'm looking at the screenshot that you have on the article, and it is the home version of the game.
The home version.
Because there's a little square around the reticle, and I'm pretty sure that was only in the home version. So it's probably the Dreamcast version.
Ladies and gentlemen, works at a magazine.
Hi, big dork. Thank you. Big House of the Dead fans, so, I recognize those things.
My mom's favorite game.
Is it?
Yeah, seriously.
That's funny, your mom is my favorite game.
Wait a minute. You had sex with my mom.
You walked into that.
You did walk into that.
Did you put stuff in my mom?
I walked into your wife.
Let you know in a couple of months.
You're not supposed to do that. She's sick.
Yeah, I know. Your mom put some stuff into me. That's the problem.
What does that mean? Hold on.
Why don't we just move on?
You let my mom strap it to you?
So how much of this 7-minute scene is in slow motion?
Most of it, I think.
Most of it. And the music is fantastically bad. It couldn't have been better.
Yeah.
it was coming out of Hitler's trumpet. Without fact.
I also want to say we were talking about the video game scenes.
I'm sorry?
So we were talking about the video game scenes just like randomly intercut with the footage. Those aren't something that just happens in this fight. It's the entire movie. Like they're just whenever it transitions from one scene to the next. Yeah, then there's
like you think he's trying. Even in the credits, it's even in the opening credits. Like credits is like really zoomed in of the arcade game.
Like he's trying to build tension with this.
It's foreboding.
From the beginning, a hokey, cheesy arcade game
on an island.
One last thing House of the Dead gets in is that before it came out, the trailers that were running had DMX Party Up in them for no reason. So you're watching and the zombies take over, but this time, woo!
Hello everyone, this is Drew from Games Radar. Happy holidays.
Have a holly jolly Christmas. It's the best time of the year.
Shane and I discovered this obscure little independent movie called The Dark Knight. And we've been obsessed with it. We've just been constantly, Shane, give me a Joker.
I think you're better at Joker than I am.
It's all part of the review. I Joker. Oh, that's fucking.
That's something else.
No, we've been rocking around doing Batman clips, and I was really cranky when I saw it, so I was like, Batman sounds too mean and weird, and I realized I just needed to see the movie again, and I did. But was it you who's like, Batman and Nathan Explosion sound almost exactly the same? and hold on, and I did my best to prepare a tiny little piece. Who's ready? Hands in the air. Hands in the air. Dark Knight. You guys hear that? Batman?
Yep. Because you were the best of us. He wanted to prove that even someone as good as you could fall.
Nathan Explosion.
I hate you, and I think you should die. You are an idiot, and I hate your voice. There's no room on this paper to properly describe how much I hate you. Go.
The difference. Batman. Batman.
Then you're gonna love me.
Nathan Explosion.
When your music sucks and you're an asshole.
Batman. Feel free to laugh out loud, by the way. Batman.
When your music's...
That's not Batman! That's not Batman.
Come on, Chris.
Batman.
Where's enemy?
Nathan Explosion. And my favorite Batman quote of all time.
I'm not wearing hockey pants.
But then I wanted to try put it over on Death Clock.
I'm not wearing hockey pants. Because you were the best of us.
It's Batman. Batman music.
I hate you, and I think you should die. You are an idiot, and I hate your voice. There's no room on this paper to properly describe how much I hate you. Go. When your music sucks and you're an asshole. Murder me!
I choose the annual noise episode because this will exist in a year. I can not guarantee that.
Our lovable intern Henry and I were talking about this today, and he's like, "Why are people riffing on Batman's voice?" And like, I really like Batman's voice in the movie because, I mean, if I was a superhero and going out at night, I'd disguise my voice like that. It's just most of the movie he's barking orders, and then at the end of the movie, for both films, then he starts speaking more dialogue, and you really start to pay attention to it, and it's so goddamn quotable. You know, where is he? You just want to say it to me. Where to me?
I'm not wearing hockey pants.
The thing is, someone like Kevin Conroy is just really good at it. Like in the animated series, like he is disguising his voice when he's Bruce Wayne.
Oh, that guy is fucking fantastic.
Yeah, it's one voice. When he's Batman, it's another, but he can do it and spout entire lines
Bruce
of dialogue,
Wayne.
and it doesn't sound
He's
like he's
calm
about.
and composed and.
Yeah, he's
The
not
thing is, when
running around or doing.
Yeah, the thing is, when Christian Bale does it, he sounds like he's about to pass out.
Well, the thing is, Christian Bale is essentially doing two voices at the same time. I mean,
Yeah, he is.
You're doing the Batman voice.
And he's also doing it with an American accent. Which can't be easy.
Oh yeah. No, I thought it was great. Like compare that to like George Clooney, who's just, "Hi, I'm clearly fucking Bruce Wayne." Like
I hate
that.
you,
Yeah.
and I think you should die. You are an...
I can't remember. I don't think Keaton disguised his voice at all.
No, not at all.
I don't think anybody did.
They just spoke quieter.
Fucking no. In this soundbite that I pulled for Brad.
Forget you, dirt heads.
That's right. Mr. Elston created a meme by not being able to think of the proper word.
Forget you, dirt heads.
It's noise-o-matic.
It certainly is. Back to what do we do? Games?
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey!
Jingle bells, Batman smelt, Robin laid an egg. The Batmobile lost the wheel, and the Joker got away.
It's the TalkRadar Christmas special.
Crashing through the roof in a one-horse open tree. Busting out I go, laughing all the way.
There's an article on the site now, Iconic Sounds in Gaming. It's just like 23 WAV files or MP3 files on one page. You play them, you see if you can tell what they are.
Well, if you know when we're recording, like the article isn't live yet. He's like, click to the next page for the answers. We don't have the answers yet, and he does not reveal what sound it is in the waves. I don't know what a lot of these are.
So what we're going to do is we're going to play them, and we're all going to try to guess what they are.
Yes.
By writing down on a piece of paper what we think the sound effect is, and you following along at home or on your jogging commute.
Anything left over, we're going to give away shirts in the forums.
We're giving away T-shirts, so watch the forums, and if you can name a sound effect that we don't know, you get a T-shirt. That's assuming we don't know some of these.
I may not know any of them.
That's what sucks. A lot of these, like, I can picture camera angles. I can't get it. I don't know what a lot of these are.
I just want to say while we're looking at this, I looked up Jazz Jackrabbit on Google image search because I had it confused in my head with Bucky O'Hare. I found this page that just says the following. It's from TakeGame.com. Game Jazz Jackrabbit, 1991 release, is funny action. The main hero, the hare, Ninja! You will have enough enemies for struggle. The hare can fight a stick or hands and legs. The hare can travel on a surface or go down in hatches under the ground. Be afraid of a flying dragon who strives to seize to you a head and pots falling from above, as it is completely not useful for health of the hero. You have 3 lives. We shall look whether far you can leave.
Wow, that is Englished at the ass.
That wasn't too far from what you guys sound like in the last few segments with your
All
joking.
right. Get it together. There's match game music on right now.
All right.
Let's
all guess the sound
Number
effect.
1 on Justin Towell's iconic sounds list. Everybody, write this down as fast as you can.
I've already written it down because I remember it.
Number 1. What game is that from?
That was. I'm sure we all know what that was.
Michael.
Yeah. Sonic the Hedgehog.
Sonic the Hedgehog. Charlie. Oh, Charlie. Wrong. All right.
You're gonna do that for every entry, aren't you? It's gonna be Gabriel fucking Knight.
No. You'll only make this harder on yourself, Charlie.
All right, number 2, sound effect dose. Zwei. All right,
everybody. What sound effect is? Michael Ramirez. Correct. Brett, can't see. Read to me. I trust you.
Wait, Charlie, you go first.
I didn't know the answer, so I wrote down toilets.
You don't know what that is?
Toilets. Wrong. Sorry. Toilets would be.
Porkman.
Porkman. It is. The answer is the Pac-Man. The Pac-Man.
That's the dying Pac-Man.
Released in 1992 by Bandai Namco.
Those are the death throes.
The Pac-Man.
That game was originally going to be named Fuckman.
Yes, it was.
Because he was originally shaped like a piece of fuck.
Exactly. He pulled one piece of pizza out of a pie and said, "Fuck man."
Fuck man. Yes, I could fuck this.
It was changed though because they were afraid people would alter the case to say "puck man."
Fuck man.
Which is a horrible swear in Japanese.
Don't say puck. That's fucking.
Or if you're Don Rickles. Anyway, moving on.
3.
I have a feeling no one's going to get this.
Oh no, that's way too obscure.
In fact, Charlie wasn't just playing a game based on this 4 weeks ago.
I think I came out of the womb with that sound effect. my mother.
I love that. Just your face all curious and your eyes open.
My mother gave birth, and the Navi. Hey, let's name him.
Brett's face.
Let's name him Brett.
I had the da 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 da.
What do you got? You are correct, sir.
Charlie.
Damn it! You're not even
Your
playing
handwriting
any
is
I
too
can't
tiny
see.
and crabbed.
Just read it off.
It says one of those Link games.
Oh, correct, Charlie Barrett. You get this.
That is correct.
You are so good.
I'm blushing.
Ross Olsen.
I'm blushing. Zelda.
I cannot believe you got that.
I know.
You of all people.
All right, they're gonna get harder.
I've only got 2. About to be
Next.
3. About to be 3 tattoos.
They're gonna get harder.
Just so you know, there's a third one
Go
coming.
Huh?
I know that.
Scribble.
Yeah.
Right? Can you play that again, please?
I think I know.
All right. All right. Michael, what is
Just
it?
happened.
Brett, say it.
Resident Evil?
Charlie.
AOL Instant Messenger.
Jesus Christ.
That's what it sounded like to me. I thought that was right.
Your quest for hilarity is ruining. But did I say there's a T-shirt to this? On to number 5, which I wrote down with a dunno. My favorite Dale Earnhardt car. Number 5.
Oh, that sounded familiar.
It should. Or iconic sounds. I know I had some trouble with that too.
I don't know. I actually don't know. It sounds really familiar. I don't know.
I wanted to say Ninja Gaiden. I don't know.
One more time?
Again, I won't find out until David Houghton.
Justin Towell, actually.
Oh, Justin Towell. I'm sorry, Justin Towell. No idea. You know what?
I got nothing.
GTA 4. That's my guess.
I don't remember a lot of katanas to play puck in GTA 4, Michael.
It's the sound afterward.
Sounds really familiar. I
does. All these. That's the thing. All these are irritatingly familiar.
Yeah. So whoever guesses number 5 gets a T-shirt.
0. We'll go back over at the end of the podcast. Number 6. This is what infuriates me. I know this. I know the camera angles that go along with it.
That sounds even more familiar.
I know everything about this. I don't know what the fuck this game is.
Do it again?
We may give out a lot of T-shirts at the end of this if you guys don't come to take.
They're all extra large. Is it? I've never played Myst, but is it Myst?
No.
God, this is frustrating.
I swear to God.
I want to say Phoenix Wright. But
no. Dude, is it not?
I don't think so.
Is it Tomb Raider? Like when something shows up on screen, they zoom in on it.
I have no idea.
I'm still thinking about that. The last
that is 000. Every one of these, no one here gets, is up for a T-shirt prize as soon as.
So
Justin
get it.
Powell.
So go on GamesRadar.com and get on the forums.
All right, number 7. I bet nobody will guess.
What? Ooh, I know what it is.
Michael, I need you to get this.
I'm stealing a T-shirt out of somebody's mouth.
I know this one.
How many empty bottles do you have over there?
I'm counting 3 right now.
One of which is a 40.
Can I just say what this is, or should I write it down?
Say it.
It's one of the Final Fantasy games.
I concur. It sounds like Final Fantasy 6 to me.
I was going to say 10 or 7.
They're all the same.
I was going to say Final Fantasy.
You know what? I'm putting you all down for wins. You guys are great.
Woo!
8. This is another one I don't know.
What the? That doesn't even sound like...
I was going to say Count Duckula, but I don't think they made a game.
Yeah, it does. It sounds like a duck farting. Yeah.
A duck farting in a speeding car.
Wow.
It sounds like an action
I swear
game.
to God, it sounds like a whip hitting a bat. I don't believe it is.
That's not. I can tell you exactly what the item pickup in Castlevania is, and that's not it. Number 9. So far, we've got three T-shirts to give away.
Three T-shirts.
I know that one.
Cool.
I know this.
Writing, Charlie.
I bet no one else will know this because no one played this as much as I did.
While you guys write this down, I would like to play a interlude.
So it's from Pokemon Bread? Is that what you're saying?
What's that kid doing in here? Get that kid out of here. All right, number 9.
Number 9 is what?
Is from Doom.
Yeah,
it is from Doom. Right, you're absolutely right.
That's running along the wall, hitting a button.
Who else had that? Be honest.
Oh yeah.
Joe.
What?
No one else had that.
That is Doom.
Wrote.
Okay.
Number 10. I know this one.
What have I got?
I hate
Selling
that.
games every year.
What have I got?
Every year, you say?
What have I got?
Please be guessing. I really feel like there's a chance I'm wrong on this one.
Is that Crash Bandicoot?
Michael Raparez, I'm going to put you down for right.
I don't.
That is the mask you get when you have the one free hit, the Sonic bubble, if you will.
Dude, I've never played any of the Crash games. I don't know.
Okay, you're perfectly qualified to work at the industry.
I didn't play one shitty franchise.
And here's the thing: like Michael yelled it out. Charlie, did you know that?
I didn't play none of those Mario games.
What? Michael yelled it out. Charlie, did you know that was the right answer?
Yes.
Charlie gets the right answer.
And that explains the
He is a
puzzled
honest
expression.
boy. I have a feeling nobody's going to get this next one. I may as well go take a pee break.
I believe that's Devil May Cry 7.
No, it is from the game Honey, I Shrunk the Boner.
You sure? Because it sounds a lot like the sound
Seriously,
Nero makes when he jerks off Dante.
Hold it up. Everybody has the right to make a joke entry on this one. What do you got, Charlie?
Mario.
I have a feeling you're going to do well.
I have Soapy Enema.
Soapy Enema, the
Nintendo editor.
Soapy Enema the 4th.
Who knew?
Super Enema Brothers. You didn't go for that?
Super Mario going down a pipe, although I could add an on in there, so Super Mario going down on a pipe.
Oh.
No, it's in fact, Mario loves laying the pipe.
Yeah.
All right. Moving on to the next one.
Talking about cocks.
I know we've had issues recording things, but this sounds a little slow, does it not? Does that not sound a little slow? This one may sound a little slow too. You've been warned. The end is the key.
I know what it is. I think I know what it is.
I think you do.
I know what it is too, but I might be wrong.
Charlie
Parrott?
I'd be interested in hearing what Michael thought.
No, you have to go first because you didn't write anything down.
I think it's whatever Michael says.
Whatever Michael says. That could net you a score. Seriously, tell me what you think it is.
Mario again.
And Charlie, I'll put you down for fired. Brought, hold up the sheet.
Well, what the fuck? I think it's Donkey Kong getting the hammer slash
I think
Super.
it is definitely Mario getting the hammer.
Mine was Robotron.
Oh
no! I meant to.
Killed by so
I said Brett.
I'm not infallible.
Go back and edit
America's
that.
Pro.
Charlie, I love you. I'm going to take 2 off for the score for being.
I'll just say right now, whatever Brett
full
said,
and
edit it back in like I said that the first time.
You know what? We're going to move on to number 13 now, and you'll never get this because I didn't. And it sucks because I know what this is.
Oh, I know exactly.
How do you not know what that is?
I have my inklings. Write it down, and hold it up, and let me answer.
No, can you read that?
Oh. Fucking is Street Fighter. Charlie, quit writing. I just said the answer.
Street Fighter.
What did you have written down? Nintendo. I saw the word Nintendo.
Nintendo.
Nintendo game.
It's like my grandmother. I believe that game was Atari. God damn it! I said Star Fox because I swear to God I heard.
What the fuck?
I swear to God after I heard this, I heard. Fuck. Number 14. Who's ready? Yeah,
what?
This one, I'm totally fucked on.
What?
Wikiparas, pay attention.
There's nothing there.
I got this off our website. This is on the iconic list of sounds. Maybe it's on the Amiga.
It's like an Amiga crashing.
It sounds like robot race.
It sounds like the sound that I heard when I pounded all the buttons on my speak and spell when I was 5.
I'm gonna put we don't have a lot of we have a lot of shirts to give away for this contest. Not a lot of shirts to give away. Period. Answer, and you'll get a shirt. I don't care where you are. I'll send it to you.
That brings up the total up to 4 possible shirts. Number 15. Sound effects. Iconic game sound effects.
You'll never get this one. Except abbreviations.
And maybe M&S on the other sides of those.
So you're writing way too long. Metal Gear Cocklid?
Yes, Cocklid, not Codec.
Charlie! What did you write? I can't see. Did you write the word console?
Yes.
You're not even trying.
You have numbers on there.
MGS.
Yes, Charlie, what did you write for real?
I wrote console. And was I right or was I right? It was on a console.
He did indeed write console. I can see that.
Yeah, you can also say it went through a television screen. You wouldn't get the whole fucking concept.
That would have counted as well.
You know what? I'm going to put you down for a -1 there.
I thought I was playing on a handicapped here, so that
For why? Because you only know about PC games that were made in the 1992.
Yeah, except Thief, I might point out.
I know a lot about Thief.
Okay. Everybody, I dare you to get this one. Charlie, I'll accept your answer in verbal form.
I don't know. Mario Kart?
Charlie!
Bingo! Mario Kart, I believe that's 64. Specifically. Yep.
Holy shit. I can't. You know what? 1.5 for Brett.
Hell yeah!
I answered it first.
Whatever. Michael, do you agree with Brett that it's 64?
Yeah, it is 64.
Oh, 1.5
very clearly.
Because I know
unless it's one of the GameCube ones, but it sounds a lot like 64.
Well, there was only one GameCube one, and I can tell what song is playing in the background, and that's Mario Kart 64.
All right.
Nerd!
This game.
17. I know it's so easy. It's a fucking old arcade game we've all played.
It's annoying, whatever it is.
Oh, I have a guess. It's probably wrong. Missile Command?
Brett says Missile Command.
I don't know if that's right though.
If you're right, then nobody wins a T-shirt.
Then it's Missile Butts. I don't know.
They're getting up for.
I know what it is.
Oh,
what?
It's fucking Space Invaders.
I believe it is actually.
Ah,
way to take a T-shirt away from our readers.
Yes,
you know what?
Fuck you, readers.
I've known all these answers, but I care about our listeners a little bit more than you guys, so I purposefully have been acting stupid. So that they can
that's a great way to parlay doing poorly.
Hold on. let's get going. Let's get going. I'm pinching the tip of my penis to stop from peeing in the boardroom.
That could have been the Grim Danes T-shirt.
Stop it! Go! What is this? Number 18.
I think the Grim Dane can have this T-shirt.
Yeah, there's another one. I don't know. The Grim Dane,
It's
you
so
asked.
familiar, man. God damn.
Apparently, it's iconic.
Charlie?
I don't know. It sounds like a Metroid sound to me, but
You have to understand, it's iconic to people who have a queen. It's
I'm gonna guess Snacks and Jackson then.
Snacks and Jackson. You know what? I'm gonna put Bag Puss.
I'm gonna put Only Fools and Horses.
Only
I'm gonna put Earl Grey tea.
I'm gonna put the
Vicar
of
of Dipley.
The Vicar
Ricky
of Dipley.
Gervais. I'm gonna put So Fired because all our bosses are British.
We should have. You know,
I'm gonna put
19.
19.
so familiar.
Oh fuck!
Have it.
I think
Have the answers tomorrow.
Because I know the next sound effect is that only higher pitched, right, Michael?
no.
How do you know, Chris?
Because I know.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying though? The next sound effect after that, like that's a menu selection. The next one is that sound effect higher.
Just confuse it. Charlie?
Sounds like when you're on your phone, going through your ringtones, choosing various.
You know what? Charlie's going to bring this away from video games. You get a 00. It won't actually affect your score, though. That's the cool thing.
Oh, nice.
Fuck! I can't believe I don't know.
I know
that.
it hurts. It hurts. I recognize that.
I can't name it. Oh God!
20. Number 20 is in effect.
Oh, I know this.
That
Better know this.
sounds relatively familiar, but I don't know.
You got 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1, nothing. Charlie.
Nothing.
I don't know. Sonic.
Michael, it's the one. It's the one. I that we will not give a T-shirt to listeners because I'm a huge fan. That is the Knights. You wrote Knights for your last guess. That was Knights. Speed up.
Oh, you're right.
21.
Well, I had it close. It
Again,
was a Sonic team game.
What's cool is that we're all kind of guessing here. This is all. We're all at the whim of JT. All right, this one I know no one's gonna get. Charlie, write it down.
I know what it is, but I can't think of it.
Are you serious?
I know that I know it, but I don't know it.
Oh my God!
I know you're gonna get it, Michael.
It's the sound of Yoshi grinning with shit.
Oh!
Hold on, I'm gonna wait until Brett answers.
That is the sound of Yoshi going down on a woman.
Wrong. That is the sound of an Italian fucking a dinosaur.
Wow, I almost fell over. That's
This is a biased
Would
quiz.
it have to be in Italian specifically?
I believe so. Otherwise, that sound wouldn't be made.
Like, what would it sound like if a Scotsman did it?
Probably a bagpipe. Or a really shitty tuba.
Bingo!
God damn. That
All
should
right,
not be that
got
funny.
two more. I think someone's gonna get this. I'm not gonna say who.
God damn. I know that.
I think.
Do you? Do
It's
you?
not Gabriel Knight.
I think it sounds like Halo's shield regenerator.
Halo Shield Regenerator.
Same answer.
Doesn't work when we're not writing it on paper. Yes, of course, it's a fucking.
Of course, it
Halo
didn't. It didn't hurt
shield.
that he had 4 characters along the side, and Master Chief had not been used yet.
But certainly not least, I have written as an I don't know.
Last one.
Oh,
So
wow,
familiar.
Brett wrote that down really fast.
I think I know that.
Charlie?
Why are you looking at Michael?
Charlie? I'm just trying to make this go fast. Charlie?
Video game.
Video game.
I dare that to be wrong.
You know.
Would you like to place a bet, Chris?
all right. Hurry the fuck up. I really have to piss.
Video game movie.
Well, I think I know what it is. So, Micah, what do you think it is?
Could you play it again?
I'm pretty confident.
No, I don't know.
I'm like 70% of this. Is it Galaga?
I'm gonna have this written out as fuck if I know. But that is the last one, and Jesus Christ, please give me a second to add this up.
Well, 1, 2,
Charlie,
3,
you clearly lost.
6 shirts to give away.
If I'd had my way, it would have been 23 shirts. That's some people in here.
Well, no, you got the Master Chief one right.
Only because you said you already knew it.
In third place is Charlie Barrett, who I'd give you a score, but I actually wrote down a -1 and 2.
Who'd I beat? You're still. Oh, you're not playing.
Joe non-existent.
Oh, I thought you were playing. I guess you were the
No,
moderator.
no. So Charlie Barrett gets a dig. In second place, who's ready? Michael Raparez.
Oh, lame.
With 11. Brett barely beat you out by 13 or 14. I'm too drunk to remember. So everybody.
Real quick, though.
Brett Elston.
You win.
Oh,
There.
perfect.
Hey listeners, this is Shane Patterson, Associate Chuckles Machine for Games Radar and or TalkRadar. Merry Christmas. Hope you get all the things you want. Or for Hanukkah, or for Kwanzaa, or whatever the hell it is you pray to. Wobble wobble and drop it like it's hot.
Hi there, Mr. Shintoist! Merry fucking Christmas! God is gonna kick your ass, you infidelic pagan scum! In case you haven't noticed, there's festive things to do, so let's all rejoice for Jesus. Merry fucking Christmas to you!
Do we want to try and before we go on break, bring a guest reviewer in for a very special game?
We just had a break, though.
Before our Christmas break.
Oh.
Head.
No, I think we should. People like it.
Okay.
Yeah, well, he barged in earlier today, and he's been smelling up the joint all afternoon, so...
Hey, Duke.
Oh,
hey, Shane.
Always good to see you.
Hey, you fat sack of crap. How you doing?
Oh, my God! Guess what I got?
What'd you get?
Review is late. I've been a little busy.
Is that so?
Yes.
Doing what?
Oh, my God. Animal Crossing City Fork. I know it's not folk, but fork is a fork in the road for me. Do you go on and get a job, or you go on and play Animal Crossing? I think I chose the right way. Want to know why?
Why?
Because I got a hairstyle at Shampoodles. Unbelievably fantastic.
And how about that bus ride to the Shampoodle?
The bus ride to the Shampoodle was amazing. I've never seen a city this vibrant, with a bunch of little midgets and their tiny heads. It's like a sea of circus freaks. I couldn't be happier with it. And I gotta tell you, Animal Crossing, once you get your bladder stapled, it is the best game to go into recovery with.
Yes. Why'd you have to get your bladder stapled?
The holidays are coming up. I'm gonna be ingesting a lot of juice-based products.
And so you want to piss a lot? I'm not really following you here.
Have you shit out cranberry sauce?
Maybe I have.
You don't shit out cranberry sauce. You convert it into urination.
Via the butthole.
Animal Crossing. Oh my.
What's your favorite part, Duke?
It has a microphone.
Who did you talk to?
Who did I talk? Who didn't I talk?
No, via microphone. Who did you hook up with?
Who did I hook up with?
Have you met Bonsoir?
I don't. Who? What? I feel like I'm being made sport of right now. That's like, I came on to review the fucking Animal Crossing.
We're not cracking wise. We're not cracking wise. Go ahead.
Right. Nobody gives Duke the high hat on his own program. Holidays are coming up. What is it?
You didn't feel it was the same experience again?
Yes.
Yes, you didn't.
That's a problem. Which is like, I like Dr. Pepper. Do you like your Dr. Pepper prettier and more and gouge down your throat when you have nothing else to play and you win? Yes! Oh, shitty folk, I could play it all day, night, and more. And you know what? I did. I don't have many regrets in my life. Seriously, and I have a staple bladder. And the only reason I've ever wished I had a time machine is to go Easter egg hunting with Tom Nook.
You know, you can set the clock to go back to Easter and have that Easter egg hunt if you want.
Excuse me?
There's a clock you can set in the game.
This crazy clock.
Isn't it the Wii's internal clock?
You set when you start the game, the little penguin person that's kidnapped you will tell you other things you can mess with, and you can change the clock and zip to any point in history.
Sounds horrifying. Are you hacking the Animal Crossing?
Some people do. I play straight. I do not.
You're impure.
I do not mess with the clock because that's.
Oh, it's Animal Crossing. It's not meant to drive a DeLorean through. It's Animal Crossing. It's where you have the gayest of times.
Yeah, that's true.
But I can't say this enough. Animal Crossing this month is the game of the year. I give it. You ready for this?
Yes.
19 out of 14 hacks. I can't recommend it enough. I wish all the best to you and yours. A happy New Year. I gotta get out of here. I gotta go visit my father in a nursing home. He's not doing too well.
What's wrong with him?
His cervix is sinking out through his colon.
That's horrifying.
That is the layman terms. But right now he's using his colostomy bag as a golf cleat. And
making this up as I go along. Please help. Oh God.
You're doing fine. Just stop stopping.
All right, I'm gonna. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna stop quitting and stop stopping and keep going. Because that's what you do with Animal Crossing.
Yeah, apparently.
Some people may think the Animal Crossing pie is cool, but the extra large blueberry stains on my bib tell otherwise.
This Christmas, Pepsi would like to help you celebrate the holidays with a chance of winning a present from Mario in the Pepsi Nintendo Holiday Game, where you could win one of thousands of terrific Nintendo prizes, like these action sets, game packs, and best of all, the sensational new Game Boy. So hurry up and play before it's all over. Look for details on how to win your Nintendo prize wherever you see these Pepsi holiday displays.
That's it. We tried to put something up on Christmas. I know not everybody's listening because you're with your families or a Jew. Or, yeah, I don't know. What do Jews do? Don't they burn babies on
they drink
Christmas Day?
blood of babies.
Ah, okay. No
well,
burning.
as a portion of Jew yourself, what do you do for Christmas?
What do I do for Christmas?
Yeah.
I sit in front of a big fat tree and fillet my Jesus statue.
Oh my God!
Yum! Eat it, Midwest.
Oh, we are so fired.
Not really. Jesus doesn't have any power over our business anymore. He's so dead.
That's true. He doesn't buy ads.
Bye, Jesus. That's right, Jesus. It's the Jesus 2000.
Have a good holiday, everyone.
Happy holiday, Kwanzaa.
Enjoy your video games.
Happy Christmas, Kwanzaa.
Where's Mahanaquan?
Festivus.
Chalupa.
The weary world rejoicing, for yonder breaks a new and glorious morn. Fall on your knees, oh, hear the angels' voices, oh, night divine, oh, night when Christ was born. Oh, night divine. Your knees, for hear the angels' voices, for night divine, oh, night when Christ was born, oh, night divine, oh, night divine.
You know it was divine night.
Oh, night divine.
Would you like to play again? You have selected no.